How we doing today? I'm here. We're gonna talk a little bit. Wait for people to filter in. How we doing? How's it going? How was your Thursday? Mine's very hot. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick to bastard death of heat and hot. I don't want it anymore. It needs to go away. I say while I'm drinking a hot cup of coffee. Because you gotta. Gobsy, hello! Oh, I don't have any cool transitions for this. Dang. We're not gonna use the stickers, I don't think. The stickers are not the vibe. Coffee does make the world go round, that's true. Okay, we'll give it to the 12-minute mark, I think. I'm excited. This is, I mean, those of you who've been around a while know that this is like an idea I've workshopped for a little bit. In fact, there are, I think, some recurring assets between this and my last attempt, Ghost Punchers HQ, that you will see soon. But yeah, previously we just kind of talked about ghost videos and only like briefly touched on Unfiction, but hey, let's be real. I have to be a freak about Unfiction. I have to be. It's necessary. Yeah, I also remember punching ghosts. We should do Phasmophobia streams again and maybe watch ghost videos at some point because that was fun. I like doing that. We're gonna watch so many videos today, guys. Like, we're gonna watch so many fucking videos today. You have no idea. I think like upwards of 30 videos. There's a lot of videos to watch. All right. Hey, we're gonna cut to my scene. Big Vidmeos. What? Hello? Hello? Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm presenting to you in 3D today. Whoa! Wild! Who knew? Who knew I could do that? I have powers. Where's my button? We're gonna go there. Hi. Hello. Oh, it should be a fade. Yeah, it should be a fade. Yeah, hi. Hello. Hello, hi. It's been a little bit. I've been 2D for like the entire year, I think. I think it's been the entire year. Probably. I haven't done 3D since like halfway through last year. But hi, hello. We are in the office. I believe this is the same background that we had for Ghost Punchers HQ. I believe that is the case. Though I think I might have gone with something slightly different. I can't remember. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. Yeah, so hey. Are y'all strapped in? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for an adventure where we're gonna discuss some shit? We're gonna discuss Slender Man today and fitness videos. Do y'all like fitness videos? I know those are popular on the YouTube shorts. Yeah, we're gonna learn cool workout tips with three normal guys. Only 3. Nothing weird is gonna go on here at all. To break the illusion, for a second, because I have to do some disclosures, some content warnings really quick. So, oh yeah, one of them does have a brother, but he's not in the crew. We'll get there. Hey, we'll get there. Yeah. So hey, to break kayfabe for a second, this is a Slenderverse ARG. There's Slendermans in here. It's horror. It's scary. Sometimes, occasionally, it's not super scary. It's pretty I don't know, it's pretty bog standard, actually, if you think about it. But with that comes, there's a common trend in Slenderverse ARGs, known as very heavy, very aggressive audio distortion. Now, I've gone through these videos, and I have done my best to balance audio levels, make them good, make them not bad. However, when there are instances of audio distortion, there's very little that I can do. And sometimes your eardrums are just going to get blown out, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's just a fact of the matter, okay? Second, there is some disturbing content in this shit. It's a horror series that comes with the territory, but also there's references to rape, torture, animal death. What else? I mean, unreality is all over this bitch. Unreality is a big thing. In fact, hey, if you are uncomfy with the concept of unreality, the show, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. Leave. But yeah. So there's some disturbing content. There are very graphic descriptions of gore and violence. And there are some more upsetting things that I would mention specifically. But I mean, Lila, there's a whole Nightmind did a whole video about what Unfiction is. You could go watch that. Go watch it. Go watch it. It's cool. It's a cool video. That guy's neat, I think. He does good ones. All right. Hey, do y'all want to watch some video? Y'all want to watch a video? Let's watch a video. Let's bring that over here. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. How long is that video? Let me look. My brain farted and I didn't know what website I was going to. We're obviously going to YouTube. Nightmind. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm just gonna search Unfiction. That is a... Hey, we're not watching that. That is a 27-minute video. Basically, to give a brief summary of what Unfiction is, it's actually kind of like an honorary genre name, named after a forum that was kind of devoted to this sort of thing that sadly passed away. But generally speaking, it refers to like alternate reality games, a horror miniseries, and I think even like found footage films to an extent. It's basically any piece of media or show or project that like requires you to suspend your disbelief and kind of accept what is happening in it as reality. So it's not nonfiction. It's not fiction. It is unfiction. Yeah, I used to hang out on the forum sometimes too, and I followed Marble Hornets on that forum, and kind of pitched my own shitty Slenderverse ARG that we are not going to talk about on this show unless it gets really popular. Okay? All right. All right. Let's watch some videos. I do actually think there are there's at least one reference to the Unfiction project that I worked on in EverymanHYBRID, because they kind of pulled from the Unfiction forum a lot and from their contemporaries like Marble Hornets. Unfortunately, Tribe 12. We'll talk about that eventually. So there are some specific phrases that we used in our very shitty ARG that are featured in Everyman Hybrid, which I think is cool. That's a nice legacy. I created Everyman Hybrid. Yeah. No, actually, give me a sec. If you want to follow somebody cool who worked on Everyman Hybrid. No, Twitter, I don't want to get verified. Thanks. I follow. Oh my god, I follow so many Jeffs. Where is he? I just followed him. I guess I gotta go to my fucking follows, which is annoying. Hold on. Credit where credit is due. Yeah, his name is literally Jeffrey Koval on Twitter. And Twitter's just like, nah, I'm not gonna pull that account up for you. Cause fuck you. Hey, go follow Jeff. Who is one of the leading men of Everyman Hybrid. Who we will meet right now. Let's watch. Let's go. Let's watch a video. I wanna watch a video. Let's watch a video. Let's get ready.
What's going on, Internet? I am Vinny Everyman, and this is Everyman Hybrid. We're here to show you that you don't need those ridiculously expensive gym passes and harsh regimens to maintain a healthier, happier lifestyle.
I love fitness videos.
We want to show you that there's sort of a yin and yang between mental and physical health. So, we decided, why not make a video blog? We're hoping that we can put 1 or 2 out every week or so.
I love
and
Vinny.
We'd love to hear from you if you have comments or questions.
He's my friend.
You can reach us at twitter.com/everymanhybrid or everymanhybrid@gmail.com.
Then we get the intro, which I think has copyrighted music on it, but what are we gonna do? There's a lot of copyrighted music up in this bitch. That's just a thing we're gonna have to deal with. Animal Collective features heavily in this series. So there's Vinny. There's Evan. And there's Jeff. Jeff is the cameraman. Evan is also my favorite, yeah. Evan's very bad at cutting lettuce. He is, he's mostly the physical fitness guy. My name Jeff. Yeah, exactly. That's that guy. It's that guy. Well, that's a weird cut. I guess Jeff probably left some, like, footage in there at the end. That's weird. Hey, so right away, we're gonna go here. We have some homework to do really quick. So, important. Why is that in black? I don't want that in black. I want that in white so it's easier to read. So, let's look at the Everyman Hybrid crew. We have Vinny. Hi, Vinny. We have Evan. Oh. I had these all laid out beforehand, but I thought it'd be more fun if we did the cork board as we went through it. That seems more fun to me. And then we have Jeff, whose name is Jeff. That's the 3 boys. This is gonna get a lot more complicated. There's gonna be a lot more folks on this board, so get ready. You wanna watch some more videos? Hold on, I actually have to make this one visible because I did this one a stupid dumb way. Oh, there we go. I gotta pull out the TV like I'm a substitute teacher.
How's it going, Interweb? Today we are going to show you the importance of jogging.
This is like
and
4
stretching.
videos.
Now most of you go, I know
They
how
are
to jog,
important.
and hell, I know how to stretch. But we're going to show you how jogging can be both exercise and
By the way,
relaxing at the same time. We're going to do what I like to call...
So in this first video, when it cuts to the shot of Vinny in his car, I need y'all to look like over here. You'll definitely hear it, before you see it, and it's very hard to see even in the original upload, because they're bad at this. But yeah, just keep an eye over there. Yeah, we got a little pop cursor, so I can point at things in the videos and in images. Okay, let's go.
Sunset jog. It's where you go to the nicest spot in the park you can find.
Oh wait,
Jog until the
turn
sun
the lights
sets.
down.
Come home, take a nice jacuzzi,
There we go.
and then stretch.
Better. It's gotta be an easier way to capture my cursor, but I don't know it. I'm too dumb. So we just gotta have a little image. This music kind of fucks, though. Also, if the video looks small, it's because this was the early YouTube days, and aspect ratios and editing
Hey guys, what's up?
were bad.
Just got back from my evening jog. It was beautiful. I got to watch the sunset by the lake. Now, a little word of advice if you're going to take a nighttime jog is you want to go a little bit before sunset, and you want to make sure it's a brisk jog. Because if you exert too much energy, you'll be too energetic basically for the rest of the night. You won't be able to sleep. Also, a good idea is to after your jog, you might want to take a hot jacuzzi. What happens is when you take a jacuzzi, the temperature actually raises your body heat.
I can pause at it actually. So we gotta go. It's hard to tell.
Just got back from my evening jog.
Oh, I only have a stop. I don't have a pause on this bitch.
Now, a little
oh no, yeah, I do.
If you're gonna take a a nighttime jog, is you want to go a little bit before sunset, and you want to make sure it's a brisk.
Yeah, it's very hard to see. Did you see it? So right here, that's a Slenderman, baby. I know that guy anywhere. You could be forgiven for thinking maybe that's like a sign, but that's why the audio distortion is there. So you know that it's a Slenderman.
Because if you exert too much energy, you'll be too energetic basically for the rest of the night. You won't be able to sleep. Also, a good idea is to after your jog, you might want to take a hot jacuzzi. What happens is when you take a jacuzzi, the temperature actually raises your body heat. That releases antibodies, and your antibodies actually heal your muscles.
Cool.
Hey guys, we are coming to you after this nighttime jog.
There's a Slenderman either here or here.
Yoga, yeah,
it's hard to tell,
but it's actually not. It's really helpful.
But you can hear the static.
So, let's say, for example, you were just running like Vince was just doing. What you want to do is make sure that you're stretching out your legs, okay? And though this isn't necessarily yoga, it's still stretching. It's still important. So what you can do is grab your foot like this and kind of pull
like I said,
count to about 15.
Very amateur.
15 seconds, one Mississippi, two. And that'll stretch out your thighs right here, and that's going to help out because that's what you're using for running. Stretch out each leg evenly. And now another one that you can use for your legs.
Yeah, Slenderman.
Downward dog
You heard of him?
I'll show you what that looks like right here on my yoga mat. Good thing for the calves. You want to go down on your hands and knees and
he's in jeans.
Try to push the heel of your foot.
He's doing yoga in jeans. Right? So don't do that.
Push it towards the floor. Switch your feet. Start pushing that.
Hi, Val.
Almost like a mountain climber stretch you do, or you can do both feet at the same time. I like to do one at a time because then you know that you're stretching it real good. All right. So that's a downward dog stretch. Now, let's say you were doing other muscles. Let's say
I think Slendy is gone at that point.
We don't have. Maybe you were doing some cardio, hitting a bag, something like that.
We don't have any channel point redeems today. I'm sorry. You knew that before you did it.
You're doing some crunches, working your abs. Here's a good ab one. After you guys are done your crunches, after, not before, you're done using all your muscles, crunching hard. And what you want to do is you want to lie on your belly, push straight up.
He's a cobra.
Cobra stretch.
Yeah, I knew that one.
I call this a downward dog stretch, but those people are stupid.
Yeah.
It's more like a cobra than a dog. So, What that does is it stretches out the muscles that you just worked. So not only will you get a
Val.
rock hard, beautiful stomach, but also
Next
real
stream.
flexible so you can do that. In case you guys need to do that at all.
Remind me.
Or breakdowns, you know. In case you
I owe you a pet.
Alright, so.
I haven't hinted at it before with the keyword after. Stretching too much beforehand actually weakens your muscles and makes it harder to complete the task at hand. So if you were going to lift, you don't want to do an intense arm stretch. If you were going to do ab work, you don't want to do the cobra stretch before your workout.
It's very informative.
While it is good to do a light stretch just to make everything limber up so you are able to do the workout, keep the yoga and stuff strictly after.
Got it.
Well, here we are in the cookies, and cookies aisle.
I love that aisle.
Our local supermarket.
That's my favorite aisle.
And, the reason we're here is I wanted to show you guys exactly what you shouldn't be eating.
I like you. I like you.
This you really shouldn't eat. It's
So one thing I do want to talk about is we're watching a lot of these early videos in their entirety because I feel they're very important establishing videos, if not for the premise, but for kind of who these boys are. And so we like these boys. And I like these boys. These are good boys. So Jeff's a terrible editor, though.
Today we're going to talk about dreams and how junk food can actually affect your dreams.
Alright, so basically what we have here, Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butters, all that kind of stuff. Fig Newton's actually not so bad, but not really my favorite. Oreos, boy, that's fun.
Fig Newtons are gross.
I know
I'm
these
sorry.
are awesome and they're delicious, but you really gotta watch out. You really shouldn't be eating this. There's a lot of
What if I
other
wanna?
snack foods that you can eat that aren't horrible for you. We're gonna show you that next. Alright, so here's our first example of actually good food that is good for you and actually tastes pretty good. So here we go. We got a different assortment of nuts.
That looks like it sucks.
Dried fruit like pineapple, mango, cranberries, cherries, apricots, all kinds of stuff here.
Okay, I would-
What you can do with all this,
I would
make a
fuck
real
up those
nice trail
cherries,
mix.
though.
And basically, you have a lot of good foods in one little thing that's not only good for you, but it's like fun to eat. Like, you know how you're sitting in front of the TV, you don't necessarily want to eat something, you just kind of want to nosh on chips and stuff.
That's me
Bam, you got trail mix. That's
all
good.
the time.
Substitute, as you could say. Plus, we got all kinds of things over here: cookies, chips.
Do you guys ever notice that your eating habits are not so much eating meals as they are just noshing on things at random whenever they're around or whatever you can scrounge up? I do. I notice that. Is that depression? I think that might be what that is. Oops. Eating in general is good for you to do. Even if you're just eating ingredients, yeah. That's... Eat. Put food in body.
That doesn't look very good. But all this stuff, you know what I mean? Hit this stuff up instead of the horrible saturated fat crap that you guys eat in the
But I
chips
love
aisle. Try this
saturated
stuff out. Now,
fat.
be careful. Just because it says natural doesn't mean that you should just go crazy with it and just eat as much as you want, alright? It's still food. It still make you fat if you eat a shitload of it, so watch yourself. But keep this stuff in mind.
Right.
So, unbeknownst to a lot of people, food actually has a great impact on not only your
I don't even remember if
physical health,
Slenderman
but also your
appears in
sleep
this one.
habits and dreams, for that matter. Like, take for example, you eat this huge, awesome, greasy pizza covered in
Like most
all
of the way
kinds of
through
meat
it.
and deliciousness. And after you eat it, you go straight to bed. Horrible idea. Because not only do you wake up later, you know, with a horrible stomach ache, but you also will probably have some weird.
I wake up with a
weird-ass
tummy ache
dreams,
anyway.
which won't help you sleep at all. This happens mostly because I think your body's a little bit freaked out at what you just ate. But yeah, so you want to try to stay away from junk foods and bad foods right before you go to sleep, because it's never a very good combo.
Now also, on the topic of dreams, not only food, but also stress, outside sources, pretty much anything can affect what you dream about. Like
No
just
way.
last week I had midterms, and I was stressing out so much that I had dreams that I was running through the woods in my old elementary school, and it felt like
Oh.
something was following me. You know, that could have been a manifestation of the stress levels I've been feeling at school.
That's why this
Dreaming
video
about
is here.
life. So, not only do you have to worry about the foods, but also try to keep yourself as stress-free as possible before you hit the sack every night. What about you, man? You have any recurring dreams lately? What? Never mind. How's it going today, Internet? Today we're going to go over cardio. We're going to teach you that cardio.
So Vinny has dreams he's running in the woods, being chased.
It can be anything and
normal.
everything that you can do outside that gets your heart pumping. Also, we're going to show you a couple alternatives to running, just in case you have bad knees, that are very helpful, and we'll keep you going.
Yeah, I love the mannequin in the background of all those. It's very good. Also, hold on, I have to adjust my camera a bit.
Get out and get that heart rate going. Summer's right around the corner, and you can do many outside routines, including
I think that's better.
Swimming, biking,
Hi,
car
Worthy.
pushes, fireman carries. Pretty much anything you can do outside to get your heart rate up is good, and we will show you some of these. Evan, got anything to add to this list? Guess not.
Ah, what's
Anyway,
looking at? That's weird.
the fireman carry. And then backwards.
Oh, hold on. Y'all see it? Do you see it? Did you see it? Right there. There's a man. There's a man right there. He looks quite slender. Do you see?
Now,
Also, this one's obvious. Ah! Sorry. But also, right there. I warned you. I warned you. I told you it would happen.
Alright, let's say you can't get outside, right? And you still want to run. This is your old faithful right here.
I told you.
Now, most people use it whether they have a time constraint or the weather's
I guess
terrible.
2 of you came in
Now,
late.
let's say you have bad knees or a bad back.
Also,
That's when you want to go for a low
also,
impact machine
hold
like
on,
the
we're going
elliptical.
back. Yeah, so, hey, welcome to Slenderverse ARGs, where there's just audio distortion and it sucks to listen to. Yeah, right? Yeah, that one's really obvious, huh? In fact, all of these are pretty obvious, huh? Huh. They're all really obvious. Anyway.
Say you have bad knees or a bad back. That's when you want to go for a low impact machine like the elliptical. Now the ellipticals are very good. Sometimes they have a better workout than the treadmills. The only downside is they're a little bit pricier. These bad boys, the treadmills, can run anywhere from $50 at your local garage sale to no more than $700 if you go for the big boys.
This is Slender Man early days, yeah.
Is usually about $150 to $200 for an ancient guy like this. So depending on your needs,
Yeah.
and depending
Yeah,
on your
he's
price
in
point,
training.
you pick one or the other.
He's new,
There's
he's
no need to
new.
vote, though.
He just started this week. Hi, Evan.
This is car pushing. Now this is car pushing. Yeah. You want to do it either with a partner, like I have over
Hey,
here.
that's, no, okay, I don't even need to point at that
For
one.
about a quarter of a mile
Guys!
at a time, but always make sure you have someone steering. and
That one's really
you have
obvious.
Just because you don't want a car neutral going out of control on it. All right. So that kind of concludes this episode. And we went over some basic cardio. We did some good stuff, I think. Is there anything
Hello,
else you wanna
Charles.
add? Are we good?
There's no petting!
All right, so remember.
Come on, y'all.
Swimming, car pushing.
The
rock
setup's too
climbing,
complicated for
what
that.
you do to get your heart rate up.
All things you can do right here in the Greyhound.
Exactly.
Evan, you also
For
got a
little or no money.
souvenir from today.
What?
You even got a souvenir today.
Oh yeah, show me your souvenir real quick.
Yeah, so a little girl runs up to me today, and she says that a man told her to give me this.
Huh. That's weird.
It's kind of interesting.
He's got a secret admirer.
We made a
I've seen
profit.
Yeah, we did.
America.
Yeah. That is generally a good... I mean, Morphe, I think... So, you say that that's neat. I think that's a mistake. Because they have to light it to make sure it's visible in the video. So they have an external light source with Slenderman out in the back. So when they turn the lights off, the light out there doesn't turn off. But also it does work to a pretty good effect. And I believe even Marble Hornets did that in the really early entries where Slenderman was only lit by like secondary light sources. Yeah, it could be an intentional mistake. Exactly. Anyway, we have one more to watch. Where's my button? Is that the right one?
I thought you were reading this.
Yeah, it is. Okay, got it. Also, they changed the music for some reason.
Hola, hybrids. What's going on? Today we're going to talk about upper body strength and exercise that you can use with minimal weights or equipment to get them done right. Also, we're going to talk about those awesome flex machines that cost way less than a monthly fee to the gym, and will get you many exercises out of them and many months of use.
Cool.
What you're going to want to do to work your upper body, which includes your traps, your chest, biceps, triceps,
most
forearms,
of the appearances here are obvious.
These are also known as the
But
dumbbells.
generally, look
Now,
in the
most people
background.
think that these are only useful for
Maybe not in this
curls,
shot, but
doing the fly
in maybe a
push-ups,
later one.
stuff like that. But the truth is, you can actually use them for almost any exercise you would need to do for your upper body. For example,
In fact,
if you're working your traps or your
just
shoulders, you do the
boilerplate
shoulder.
statement on these. Look in the background. I do that in like everything I watch now, like constantly. I'm constantly looking in the background of like every shot for everything. Because I grew up on Slenderverse ARGs. I'm ruined.
Press. All you do is you bring your shoulders up, hold them for a second, bring them back down to the starting position. Up, hold them for a second, bring them
I
back
actually
down.
spoiled
Also,
something
if you feel more comfortable
in the
like
film
this,
Occult
this
for
actually
myself
maximizes your workout, so if you
by
wanna do it
watching
this
the
way,
background.
Much better idea. Also, to work that area, you can do shoulder shrugs. Most people will tell you when you're doing shoulder shrugs, you're going to want to go up and around. That really doesn't do anything. It just kind of makes you look like a tool in the gym. So what you're going to want to do is extend your arms fully. Make sure you have the weights in your hands, obviously. And just lift up. Bring your shoulders as high as you can. Bring them down. Up. Bring them down. Now, my personal trainer actually told me that what you want to do is reach for the ears. So get as high as you can to the ears. And just bring it down. And now, my friends,
Okay.
for an old-time favorite, the curls.
Yeah,
Most people,
exactly.
For some reason, start their curls down here and bring them all the way up.
Slenderman doesn't want to be slender anymore. He wants to be thick.
Really, curls are all about the resistance,
Okay.
being able to hold yourself. So what
Watch
you're going
over
to want
here.
to do is you want to start about here and bring your arms up slowly, bring them down slowly. Simple as that. And depending on your weight, you want to do either 8 to 12 reps, depending on what you feel comfortable, and 3 sets of those. Now again,
That one
it's very important. You go
sucks.
slowly, you bring them down to the starting position every time, and you bring them all the way up every time. Oh no, Evan, you know what happens? My
Also, that
muscles
effect
no
looks
longer
bad.
do the power. You know what that means?
Oh no, get to the top.
Oh,
I'll get the life.
Alright, bro.
Well, that's the first time every single bulb in my basement blew out at once.
Weird.
Ben appease, my brother.
Sorry, boys. Yeah, let's come down.
Why would that happen?
Oh, man. Anyway, as we were saying, aside from the free weights, these no-name flex machines also help a lot. Not only do they have many assortments of exercises,
Don't give them free. Don't give them free
they have
sponsorship.
a plethora of exercises. They have chest raises to, arm raises. Everything you could need is in this book. What in the hell?
Nice. So,
I think
let's
he's
talk
in
price with
the
this
background
then.
here.
You guys may think that these would run you somewhere between the range of like $500.
He's hard to see.
$30,000. But
Hi,
as
Coogie.
a matter of fact, these are relatively inexpensive. Well, some of them.
Compared to gym passes, which can be anywhere from $50 to $70, depending on your price point.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, this is probably one of the more cheaper ones, which is the ones that you want to go for, because there are some expensive ones which are worse
Ridiculous,
than that.
yeah.
But you get the cheaper ones. This one I got for under $200. So if you think about it, 3 months with a
That's
$70
still
fee
expensive.
for a gym, well, that's already above $200. But this baby, since it's under $200 and it has just
You're right.
about as much things
Yeah.
as you can get from a gym,
A Slenderman
that's
coiled
pretty
like a
good
spring,
investment for you to have.
ready to pounce.
It's definitely something that you guys should.
Not only that, but they're a lot easier to maintain than you may think, because some people go $200 for a machine. It's probably not going to last that long. Honestly, these babies are built like tanks. It'll last for as long as you need it.
Look at that,
Just
then.
Keep it maintained and keep it in check, and you're golden.
He noticed.
You look like you're missing something.
What am I missing, dude?
Atmosphere.
Okay, Cookie.
You see,
You bring
kids,
up.
very important
You
part
bring
of
up a
working out.
valid
See,
a valid point. about like something that we should discuss at least slightly. So back in the day, back when this stuff was like new and the hot shit and everybody was super into it, Slenderman was scary. Slenderman was actually scary at the time. It wasn't until like, you know, the babyfication of horror that has started to kind of take over these scenes, ruined Slenderman just as a concept, which I think that is like a direct reaction to kids being super into Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe, is kind of where that is stemming from. How like Five Nights at Freddy's was like the biggest thing ever on YouTube with children. So like all these YouTubers are making horror content and they're not particularly creative, so they can't come up with anything on their own. So they take these like recognizable creatures or intellectual properties and turn them into like kid content, horror for children. It sucks and I hate it. And it's bad. Okay, Charles, he was a Tumblr sexy man before the kidification of horror. Tumblr had a field day with Slender Man, even when Marble Hornets and EverymanHYBRID were new and happening. People wanted to fuck Slender Man so bad. You have no idea. All right, let's carry on.
What music does is it keeps you focused, keeps you ready to roll. Some people like heavy, some people like soft. I, for one, am a fan of Motorhead. Check it out. Now, I believe I got...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah. Val, you're right. Also, and that particular situation is like really uncomfortable for me as somebody who produced Slenderman content. Yeah. It feels weird knowing that those two girls possibly read the things that I wrote about Slenderman. Anyway, if you wanna know more about that, you can look it up. I believe it happened in Milwaukee. You can just kind of Google Slenderman Milwaukee, and that'll probably come up with something for you.
That wasn't Motorhead. That was something else. My thing's probably on the fritz. It's been broken for a while. But what you guys want to think about is music that gets you pumped and gets you wanting to work out for a while, not just for...
To clarify,
All right.
the girl didn't die. She's fine, actually. Like, she didn't die. She survived. Yeah, she's fine.
Recap, guys. Today we talked about the importance of upper body. We went through a couple workouts, a couple easy routines. We talked about how the Flex machine is more affordable and actually more useful than some gym memberships because they cost ridiculous amounts of money. Also, we went over the fact that music can get you pumped, get you ready, and help you work out, work faster, work harder, work stronger. Have a good one, guys.
Okay. So that is the first 5 videos of EverymanHYBRID. What do we think? Very sloppy, huh? Slenderman's really obvious. They're dropping big hints. Like the dream stuff. Getting a doll. You know, the mannequin in the background of, like, the opening shots is, like, pretty obvious. Some of the bad editing with, like, trees and static. Also pretty fucking obvious. Hey, let's watch one more video and then we'll discuss a little bit more. I need to find it because the fucking OBS is a nightmare right now. you have no idea what this looks like right now. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot actually, and I'm gonna put it in the Stream Zone chat so you can see what my setup is like. People, my friends, my good friends, it's a nightmare, right? It's a nightmare up in here. I'm sure this is gonna make Charles and Warfy just kind of go like, what is even happening? Where is it? There it is. Okay. There you go. Look at my fucked up OBS friends. Alright. One more video. Let's watch this one. I think this one might be loud. So brace yourself. I think there are some loud bits in it, and it's kind of hard to make out some detail in it, because, reasons. I think we hear Animal Collective in this one, too, maybe, at some point.
Do we really go on with this?
We do!
I mean, I want to, but we need to figure out who put it into Evan's house. Alright, so Evan, there is kind of a plus side to all this Slender Man breaking into your house business.
I mean, whatever Nick did or whatever.
I mean, think about it. Nick had a pretty good suit on. You gotta admit that. I mean, sure, he broke into your house and took it too far, but we could use that.
I'm all for prank.
Us, the king of pranks, but this really took it too far, I think.
His parents are in big.
And not only that, but they didn't stick around and be like, "Oh, we got you. Here's the unknown."
That's what irritates me. Like, okay, yeah, you're in my house.
Yeah.
Now
At least own up to it, yeah. But I think Nick, maybe.
I don't know, dude. He's not that bright. I mean, yeah, you know, he likes to joke.
Yeah,
He's not
exactly.
that bright.
But he's not that bright, so he wouldn't know to be like, "Oh, here I am," you know?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know it's not.
The only thing that gets me, the only thing that really gets me is where did he go?
Yeah, golly, good for him. Thanks. Yeah, let's write him a little note that says, "Hey, bro, thanks for being Slenderman. Thanks for giving us this awesome footage. But I would just like to add a PS that's
Like, how did he get out of the room? It's a second-story window.
I just know it's not sitting well for him, dude. At all. I mean, can you really blame him?
I mean, I understand. He's been acting a little weird, even before that, you know? Oh well.
You alright, man?
Let's get the show on the road. You ready, Ev? Let's get to filming.
if he ever breaks into my house again, I'll cut off his legs and shove them down his throat."
Yeah, I know.
We should use it though. It was pretty sick.
It was pretty sick.
That one.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. So, this is the first in a series of videos known as the Morse code videos. They are called that because the titles are generally a single letter in Morse code. I have a thing for this. Hold on. We can go. We can go. So we got the cork board. Wait, where's the cork board? There it is. We're gonna go here. So we're gonna slap this on the cork board right here. So this video is labeled ... What that means is S. That's what that means. So the title of this video is functionally S. Got it? So these videos, we will come to find later. The boys cannot see these videos. They are completely outside of their view. And what this video reveals is the first 5 videos in this series are a work. They are actively doing a Slenderman ARG in canon. Which incredible premise for a project. They worked they literally they worked themselves into a shoot. They did the bit so hard that the bit became real. They literally worked themselves into a shoot. That's a great way of saying that, actually. So what that video described was somebody dressed up as Slenderman breaking into Evan's house. And Evan seems normal, sharpening his knives as if in a trance. Yeah, exactly. So the starting bit being like really sloppy, kind of like really amateurish, kind of almost like pathetic. That was them actively doing a Slenderman ARG in canon. Now we are shoot in a Slenderman ARG, not just the work. So, let's go back to the cork board for a second. Actually, we're gonna turn the lights back on because we're not watching a video right now. So, we have somebody else that we need to add to this. We have, well, you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe who it is. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself. The Slender Man. Wow. We're also gonna add, there was a character mentioned in this video. We don't really see him in video until much later. But there was a guy named Nick mentioned. And I'm actually going to give this a different heading, because there's going to be a bunch of characters under this heading. So these are the friends of Everyman Hybrid. I'm actually going to put this higher, so there's more room down below, because there's many, many friends. They are very popular boys. And you know what? This is gonna be a tease, okay? I'm doing a tease on you. There's your tease. All right, y'all want to watch another video? So we're gonna. Oh yeah, I should mention. So enthusiasts within Everyman Hybrid, within the audience, generally consider Everyman Hybrid to take place in 6 parts. So what we are watching now is considered the fitness series. This is where they are like committed to the bit. They're doing it despite strange happenings, and then so we're gonna watch every video in the fitness series. And then as we go further, there are probably videos that we're going to skip because they're not important, that I will very briefly summarize, I think. I think we might skip one in the fitness series, because it's long and doesn't really serve much of a point aside from being where videos from later take their shots from in an ominous fashion. But we won't worry about it for now. All right. Let's watch another video. Which one are we up to? Also, this is... Are we already like an hour in? Yeah, somehow. We might not get as far into this as I expected today. So we're gonna watch... Oh yeah, we're just gonna watch episode 6. Easy. Easy.
Hi guys, you know me. I am Evan.
I'm Jeff.
Oh.
We're here today to take some thunder away from that usual host, Vinny. He's getting a little ugly. We're going to take a little FaceTime
Rude.
from him. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a more
Mean to him.
conversation and discussion about good foods and what you can use to, complement your daily diets and replace the crappy junk food that we are so dear about in our college age. Yeah, let's do this.
I like Evan a lot. He's very charismatic.
Alright, first we're gonna
I gotta
talk about
say,
it's also
so Evan in this is what everybody in the world thought was like the coolest guy in like 2010. So like if you went to high school with a guy named with a guy like Evan, he was like the coolest guy in school. Like that's, yeah, like that was what every cool guy was in 2010. And we'll see what that means more later. But generally, every cool guy in 2010 was really into knives, was really into video games, kind of dressed like a punk, but acted like a dork. That's what every cool guy in 2010 was like.
Called chickpeas if you can't find them in your local store.
Hi, Evan.
Next we gotta pick the good lettuce for the salad. I mean, personally, I like more of the crunchy kind, but it's really up to you guys. We like to get it fresh and locally instead of the bag stuff. But it's really up to you in the end.
Alright guys, the next thing you want to look for is corn. So you can either get fresh corn, but even though that
Oh, I love
not always available,
corn.
the seasons change, you know, and it doesn't really get that good. So you can look for is canned corn like this. But what you really want to look for is the
Corn good.
like so. Because this Southwest style corn, it has you know, black beans, onions, red peppers, all kinds of good stuff in it, where it just adds a little bit more to the salad. Next step, of course, for our chicken salad is chicken. So,
Ah!
ourselves some
Can I have it medium rare?
chicken here. What you want to look out for is not pre-packaged like
I was not.
freeze-dried stuff.
I was not eating crayons in 2010. I was... Fuck! I was 17 in 2010. I had already started... We had already started our fucking Unfiction, Slenderman Unfiction project and, like, stopped doing it because it sucked and we were bad at it. Because we were 16 when we did it. Or when I did it, at least.
You guys want to stay away from any of that breaded stuff. No good. You want to look for this. Nice meaty goodness.
When you're done with that, you might want to look for some sort of Southwestern marinade.
Oh,
Just
Needle
to give that
old.
extra big flavor for the salad
Needle's
base.
so old.
You should be set. Alright, now we got all our stuff. We're ready to make our salad. We're gonna head out.
Oh,
It's more of best
Mutual.
friend's sister.
loud.
In the backseat of Evan's car, dude.
You know what?
Do you see that? I think it's
So,
scary.
okay. So, I want to clarify this. So this is shoot. This is not work. So this is not the bit. This is reality being cut into this video, just for clarity.
No lie.
He wasn't with us, though, was he? Where's your dad?
Alright, fellas. Campfire time.
I mean, it's just got a little bit more slender in it.
Wait, Evan, second story, dude.
Huh. Dude, this is a, like, decent audio distortion.
It's Daniel.
You guys ready to slender shoot?
Yeah, but where's the tie?
Needle. We'll get there. We'll talk about that at some point.
Left it in the car.
Where's the mask?
In the car.
What do you mean, man?
I left it in the car.
Huh? Ah! That's a Slendy Man.
Get it. Fucking door. Open it. Shit. Alright, ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got the light.
Wait, can we go back
Who is it?
really quick? I just want to double check something.
Alright. Get it. Fucking door. Open it. Shit. Alright, ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got the light.
No, never mind.
Alright, who is it?
Gotcha.
Yo, Ev, do you see anything?
Huh. I think they put the... Oh my god, they literally showed the light that they use in those shots. That's the literal light they used. Except this time the real Slenderman was using it to look spooky. I love that.
Dude. Are you serious? The fuck? Where? What?
I never noticed that before.
Where the fuck did he
Dude,
go?
we all saw it, right?
Okay, so brief summary of that. So they had the boys are doing the 6th episode of their you know of their work of their show, and then at the end of it is cut into the episode is what we heard talked about in the previous video in the first Morse code video. With Slenderman breaking into Evan's house, and them you know, at the time, not really knowing who did it, but like after the case, they go, oh, it was probably our buddy Nick, who we had playing Slender Man for us before, who I guess is not playing Slender Man for them now. In fact, we have somebody new to add to the board. So we have Daniel, who we briefly saw in that video. Oops, I accidentally rotated him. We briefly saw in that video, in very dim lighting, where he was talking about how he left the Slender Man suit in the car. So that was not the Slender Man suit that they saw. So what did they see? In the door, doing his wiggles, doing his calisthenics, doing some cardio. Who knows? It was the real guy. Anyway. I think we go straight to... This one's probably close to the bottom. God, yeah, my list of videos here is really annoying. There's gotta be a better way to do this. We go to the video titled Public Service Announcement. I should probably start saying the title of these, because the titles are kind of important too. Let's turn the lights down. Bam.
Alright guys, so pretty sure by now you've caught on to our whole shtick. We are doing the health food thing obviously, but also we had a little bit of our sick, morbid humor with our little visitor. But recently there's been some situation that Jeff's gonna kind of take over from here.
Alright, so we're not done. There's no way we're done. We're just getting started actually, but we're gonna be on a brief break for a little bit. I mean, it's probably gonna be about another week till our next video. We'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, but don't expect another video anytime remotely soon.
Yeah, and we feel that we need to take this break just because, you know, the severity. Someone broke into Evan's house pretending to be, you know, our Slender Man character. And we're not going to go into details with where our Slender Man and his end, you know, ours ends and his begins, but let's just say that not all of them are ours, and that kind of worries us. So we kind of have a deal on the table for you that Jeff's going to lay out, I guess.
I mean, it's Evan's house. Go for it, man.
Alright, here's the deal. If whoever you are, if you come out and just tell us, okay, I'm sorry, it was me, my bad, then there will be no repercussions. Okay, fine, just don't do it again.
Reasonable.
Water under the bridge. However, if you continue to hide who you are, and if you do it again, and we get you, we catch you,
We'll kill you.
then there's going to be some very, very negative repercussions.
You'll be dead.
So, if I were you, I would definitely just come out, tell us who you are, and apologize for it before this gets any worse than it has to be.
Sounds
That's
cool.
all we gotta say, guys.
Alright, till later, hybrids.
Keep you updated.
Alright. So this is the video where they finally cop to the bit. Where they're like, alright, here's the deal. Here's what's going on. But actually, despite us doing this thing, shit is actually kind of fucked. Things are weird. And something happened and it's bad. Yeah, absolutely. Evan, so he remains consistent with that throughout the entire series. Like, Evan is fully like, I want to kill this bitch. I want this bitch dead. And that's, you know, that's a very fun way for a Slender Man protagonist to act. So, oh, we have a 3-part series coming up. I don't actually know. Hold on. I can take a look. I can look at that really quick. No, this definitely wasn't posted in batches. Like, a lot of these videos were like spread very far apart. Especially near the end where, like, you know, months would go by without a video, a year would go by without a video, which unfortunately is the very common thing that happens to very promising Unfiction series. They just kind of fall off the map one day and don't come back. So let me look at the actual playlist, because I have them all saved in my hard drive and I don't have the dates on them. Oh, it's like gonna be impossible for me to tell without just opening the videos. Yeah, you know what? It was actually probably longer than a week break between, like... So what they were specifically talking about was doing a week break between the, like, official episodes of Everyman Hybrid, the show, their show. So after public service announcement, there's, like, 6 different videos between that and, like, episode 7 of Everyman Hybrid. The show as they produce it. Yeah. So after public service announcement is a video called A Day in the Life, which we're not going to watch because it's like 10 minutes long and not a whole lot happens in it. They go on a hike. You know, I think Evan kind of acts weird at some points in the video, but for the most part, it's just an introduction to a couple characters. So we're not gonna watch the video, but we're gonna put the that's not what I wanted to show. There we go. We're not gonna watch the video, but we will put the characters on our cork board. So we meet Jessa, who is Jeff's girlfriend. We will actually do that. We will connect those. We meet Alex, who I also just accidentally rotated. Who is Jeff's brother. Actually, I'm gonna move Alex closer to the top, so the connection doesn't look like shit. Man, corkboards are a nightmare to deal with, but they're so good aesthetically. So there's Jeff is connected to Alex, and then we also have a character that we see in this video and no other video, Ryan. He does come up later, but he is never seen on camera again. So the importance of this video, aside from introducing us to a bunch of characters. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna add it to hold on. This is gonna be annoying to do. We really wish I actually added it to OBS beforehand. You know what? Here. We're gonna do this. We'll go back to YouTube really quick. And we'll just pull it up there. Because you should at least get the vibe of the video. More so, maybe, than actually watching all the way through it. Bad typing. Wow. I just searched a EMH Everyman Hybrid. That's not helpful. Okay. So I'm gonna pull it down here. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. But like, I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Oh, I guess I can do this. But, like, generally speaking, like, they go on a hike. It's very chill. I believe there's a specific place
Is there any light?
that is seen a lot. Also, the frame rate in this video is very bad. That's actually not on my end. Here we go. So this spot is seen a lot.
Become a god.
Right, like I cry when a movie starts. So know what's gonna happen.
So yeah, this is just what the video looks like. It's very hard to watch. So yeah. Yeah, so this spot is seen multiple times throughout the throughout the series, and clips of this specific video are seen a lot, actually. So, you know, just so you know what it looks like, just so you can keep an eye out. If you see clips of the boys, like, you know, just hiking in a very foresty, kind of green, lush area, that's from that video, okay? Okay. So, we can go to our 3-part series about sleep. I will have Vinny talk about it for me.
And cut.
What's up, Internet? Today we are obviously not in the office.
Oh,
that is
hold
because
on.
we're going to do something special this week.
There we go.
Special.
We're going to have a 2-part series because we got a lot of good reception
Technically 3
from
parts.
the Dream video that was very short,
Including this video.
not in depth at all. So now we're going to do 2 experiments to go in depth about dreams and sleeping. Me and Jeff are going to do one, and Evan's going to do his own thing. Jeff's going to explain his, and Evan's going to explain his.
Alright, basically, we're just gonna...
So actually, I guess this is technically a continuation of, like, their Everyman Hybrid show. They just don't label this, like, episode 7. And also, I think most of the things that happen in here are shoots and not work. This is, like, the footage that they captured that is relevant to the real happenings, not necessarily the show. But still, it is kind of related to the show as well. But I think there might have been a week gap between this.
deprive ourselves of sleep and be guinea pigs and record the reaction and just let you guys enjoy that. I'm sure some funny things are going to come out of that.
And mine is I'm going to keep basically a dream log about like how many hours I've slept and record what kind of dreams I had. So like if I have a large amount of sleep, a good amount of hours, then hopefully I'll have good dreams. If I have not too many good hours of sleep, I'll have
There we
bad.
go.
Depending also on what I eat, you know what I mean? I'll mark that down. So if I've had something good to eat, maybe good dreams, bad to eat, bad dreams.
We'll work it out. We'll see what happens.
Just to let you know, we're not going to do anything too dangerous. We know that you can't sit past the 3-day mark, so don't worry about any of that. We got that under control.
We love you guys, but we're not ready to
Not
die
that
for
much,
you guys
not that
at this point.
Well,
we apologize for the duration of the last video.
Yeah.
We just had a good day. There was a lot of clips
It was
to sit
nice
through.
because, the last couple weeks were like, what the fuck? So, everything's getting back to normal. We're pretty excited about the next couple videos. So, enjoy, Internet.
See you later.
oh yeah, so I guess they acknowledge in that video that it was like, couple of weeks of like between a day in the life and the last video public service announcement. Good. Interesting. I'm glad they do that in canon. So, summary, Vinny and Jeff are going to spend 2 days staying awake. Meanwhile, Evan is going to try to sleep as much as he can over the course of 3 days. And he will report what kind of dreams he has and what he ate before he slept. So let's start with the Vinny and Jeff angle that we're not going to watch all of because it's also long and there's copyrighted music in it.
All right, what's going on, hybrids? It is night 2 without sleep. And we've got our second, well, at least I've got my second wind. Feeling a little bit on edge, a little bit whatever. We're out there. Tonight,
Fuck you guys for not
awesomeness of everything that we're
being in the center of the shot, by the way.
Along with that, we are going to 7-Eleven later, so you get to follow us on that journey. So far, I got really tired. Now I'm really pretty good. Yep. Anything to add, Jeff? You good? Good. All right, hybrids, we will catch you later. And, perfect time to explain this. We had a user, Raven Theory, on YouTube and Twitter give us the idea that if we see any hallucinations, we should start sketching them down because it helps you stay in reality and realize what you're drawing is obviously not real. So we will show you any sketches or anything that we see or anything that we hear. We'll let you know. Later, hybrids.
I don't think anything really comes of that. You ready for hamster dance? Remember that? Remember hamster dance? We're gonna skip through this video a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here's the important thing in the video.
Alright, I didn't want to say anything during the Ustream chat because, they'd be like, oh, it's for theatrics or something like that.
So this is at like 2 a.m., like 2:30 a.m.
Not always kosher, dude. Just take a look. within the 10 seconds that it took for me to get up and get back, this was there.
So these are all
On for a little bit.
photos they
I
took
mean, this wasn't back when we got the weapons out to mess
during
with them.
That's what I'm saying.
a day in the life, during their hike.
Holy shit. Do you think Alex could have done this?
Yeah, dude. I mean, look, he's our duct tape.
That's true. Yeah, that's the stuff you got from work. I guess we're just paranoid, you know?
What's that, man?
40 hours? Hold up.
It's from the...
It's the I Like You doll from Acme.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Looks like dog?
It's burned.
Shooting down
Wait,
my
what was
way.
that?
I mean, I think this is my brother.
Wait. Wait, what? What was that? Did you hear that?
What's that, man?
40 hours? Hold up.
It's from the...
It's the I Like You doll from Acme.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Oh, that's like its voice box malfunctioning because it's
Burned.
burned and fucked up. Okay.
Shooting down my...
That was so weird. I thought there was actually somebody talking to me because it sounded like it wasn't part of the video. That actually kind of scared me.
Whatever. I mean, I think this is my brother trying to mess with Evan.
Yeah, but
Yeah, then we can't let him
we
see
can't
this,
let him
dude.
see this. Evan will freak out.
So-
He's just now getting back to normal. We don't want...
I think it's cut off by the way I've had to kind of like fit these to the TV, but on these like pieces of tape is written the phrase, "Can you see the words?" And that's important. We'll get to that once we watch Evan's video, because that's gonna be a whole thing once we actually get to it. So let's carry on with this.
Let's get out of here. Get this in the morning.
My brother will, not us.
Alright.
Now, well, Jeffrey's gonna be
More
back.
hamster dance,
I
and
step
this
away from
bit
the moment, along with Mr. Vincent. Now that Evan
is actually
our experiment, he's supposed
important.
to be sleep resting, and we're breaking our butts being up 2 days in a row. So, we got a couple fun weapons.
We're just gonna have to deal with it.
Fun.
Here you go, my friend.
Everybody, now here we go. It's a brand new version of the do-si-do. Just stomp your feet and clap your hands. Come on, everybody, it's the hamster dance. Bounce in time to the beat. Hey, you don't even have to move your feet. Just shake your thing, let me see you move. Now spin
So,
around and feel the groove.
Evan, what you looking at, bud?
Evan. Yeah, I am actually. Evan is looking at a Tumblr blog titled "Can You See the Words?" And we'll take a look at that. You know what? Let's take a look at that after this video. Because that is important to do. Actually, I think that's all that's really like important in this video. Aside from these boys just like goofing around, which is that's important.
Alright, where's mine?
This kind of stuff that endears you to the boys. Important. Now it's loud. And I don't think anything else actually important. They kind of talk about how they're cutting their experiment at the 2-day mark. And how they're just gonna time lapse a lot of the footage. And Vinny shows that he's already working on it. And that's it.
And you'll
So that one's done. See that's kind of related to the fitness stuff, not necessarily the Slender Man stuff. So I'll watch this one.
Hey there, Everyman Hybrids. This is Evan's sleep log, Monday, day 1. Here's how this is going to work. Basically, I'm going to go to sleep, but before I go to sleep, I'm going to tell you guys what time I'm going to bed and what I ate before I went to sleep. When I wake up, I'm going to turn this little thing back on, and I'm going to shout my dream at it as quickly as possible to remember any kind of little details that might be important as to saying what the hell that dream was about. So this is Monday, day 1. 11:35 is when I'm going to bed. And what I ate before I went to bed was some pizza.
Hell yeah, dude.
Deliciously greasy. And a big old thing of hot wings. And
So,
and I was loving it.
generally
So,
speaking,
let's see what kind of horrors this brings me.
most of this stuff is not relevant. Aside from, I think there is one that's this one.
All right.
No, maybe not that one. Fuck. It's that one. Let's get to the good spot. There we go.
It's 3:29 in the morning. I woke up because I think a big part of it is the fact that the two other boys, my other Everyman Hybrid fellas, are downstairs goofing off, jerking around for their own experiment.
I thought he was gonna say jerking off.
I think a big reason that I'm awake right now is because of this messed up dream that I just had. Children, it was the creepiest thing. It was kids, and I was in the middle of a town, and they were everywhere, having fun, doing stuff, and they just started disappearing. I would look around, and there were less around me, and until there was like none, and I just heard them all screaming, and it was like all of them just screaming at once. And the next time that I turned around looking, I was in the middle of the woods, and I could hear them so much louder and everywhere, and it sounded like they were coming from the trees.
So this is
I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
So this is shoot. This does not work. That is a dream that Evan genuinely had.
All right. It's 4:30 in the morning, and I don't feel like I slept at all. I don't remember my dream. I really thought that I would get a better night's sleep, especially since I went to bed early and I ate pretty good, so I'm kind of surprised. But I don't think I'm going to be getting back to sleep, especially with all the noise that those dick butts are making downstairs.
Just call them dick butts?
I'm going to go join them.
God, remember Dick Butt?
I'll see y'all again later. Hey there, hybrids. This is Evan, and this is the end of our sleep study with the dreams. Basically, what I have learned and what I've taken from this is that if you eat good food and have some good hours, you'll have some good dreams, or you may not even remember them, which, hey, that's better than bad ones, because I had some dreams, but I forgot, like, 2 of the nights. I couldn't really remember my dreams. However, bad food, bad hours, bad dreams. Or
Well, I mean,
also nothing. But also something that we did learn.
I do want to point out, so the night that he had bad dreams was following him eating good for a couple days and being like, oh yeah, I'm eating good, I'm having cool dreams, or not remembering my dreams. And he ate really good the night before he had the really shit dream. So I don't know what he's talking about here. He's kind of talking a load of mess.
Is that one of our viewers sent in something to us about eating chocolate and said that if you eat chocolate right before going to bed, it will give you bad dreams. And
That's not true.
Actually did their own study for 2 days in a row eating chocolate, and it worked. It gave her bad.
You need a bigger sample size. That's not how science works.
So stay away from chocolate before you go to sleep. Try to get some good hours and try to eat well right before going to sleep. And you may have a most wondrous slumber, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty then.
A one-person study is not a study.
Turn it off.
That's not a study. That's not how anything works. You can't just say, oh yeah, I had bad dreams eating chocolate 2 nights. That means it's a fact. That's not how that works. Alright. So, that was mostly uneventful, aside from the fucked up photos in the garage and the words, can you see the words written on tape? Purple tape. Keep that in mind. Remember that. Remember purple tape? Always remember purple tape. Never forget it. And Evan looking at the Tumblr blog, can you see the words? Which we are now going to take a look at. So I can't really scroll through the blog without, like, spoiling a whole load of stuff, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, I have some posts that we're gonna look at. So we're just gonna look at what is like kind of like a typical post from the blog, kind of like before they were exposed to the Everyman Hybrid audience. So it's kind of this kind of vibe. So notably, references to water are generally maybe just floods. Floods, arcs, water, and I believe rain are generally crossed out in posts like this. And then I believe there are sometimes references to arcs, deluge. So this is kind of where I have to be like, this is bad. This is bad. And sucks. And is very sloppy, is very amateur, very derivative. Because you'll see here, so there is Deluge, which is literally the title of a Marble Hornets video, talking about floods and water and rain and arcs. That is the business of Marble Hornets, and they kind of go a bit too hard with this. This is one post. There are a lot of posts on this blog that are like this, that reference this stuff a lot more and reference arcs and all that stuff. And it's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's heavy-handed. Like, yeah, like we obviously know what you're inspired by. You don't need to like go that hard on it. Everybody at this time was inspired by Marble Hornets. In fact, during their Sleep Lab stuff, they did a live stream on a website called Ustream, which I don't think is a thing anymore, but it was basically Twitch, but bad and also old, where they actually made a lot of references to like Marble Hornets, like Marble Hornets memes specifically, like back in the day. So there was edits of some Slenderman clips with a song. I can't remember what the song is called. Is it just called? Okay, it's "Give Me $20" by Ron Browse. So there were a lot of clips of Slenderman with that song edited into it, kind of giving the implication that Slenderman was just hounding the protagonists of Marble Hornets for $20. He just wants his $20. Yeah, so they make a reference to that meme in their like Ustream chat. So like that's kind of like a more, I don't know, acceptable reference to Marble Hornets personally. Cause it's like, oh yeah, you're kind of showing that you like are part of the culture. You understand. You're not going like whole hog kind of putting this kind of stuff into your canon, you know? So yeah, that's sloppy posts. So after, you know, these Everyman Hybrid audience is kind of exposed to this blog, they send the blog owner a lot of anonymous asks. Sometimes not anonymous. They just send this person a lot of asks, a lot of questions in their messages. And she kind of builds a rapport with this audience, to the point that the audience gives her a name because she doesn't want to disclose her actual name. They call her Damsel, which sucks for reasons we'll get to. It's a very on the nose name for this specific character and what happens. She's very in distress. So a lot of the posts on Damsel's blog kind of they kind of make allusion to the fact that she might be haunted by Slenderman, or was, or maybe is presently, or was very recently. And And there are a lot of posts of people being like, "Oh, I saw him," and she's like, "Then you know." A lot of like really cryptic bullshit posts, which are not helpful, and are kind of aggravating in an unfiction series where, like, I don't know, you kind of just want somebody to talk like a person. The damsel does not talk like a person on her fucking blog, and it's not until later that she kind of does. So. Also, importantly, damsel lives near the boys. So, as you see in the middle of this photo, Vinny, Evan, Jeff, at a restaurant called the Hoagie Haven. And in case you're curious, her favorite sandwich at Hoagie Haven is the Fat Lady, apparently. That's a thing that I know, that I will never unknow. That's just gonna be locked into my brain forever, and I'm gonna, like, I don't know, forget my mom's birthday. But I'll know that damsel's favorite sandwich at Hoagie Haven, locally owned restaurant in Pennsylvania, is the Fat Lady. Great. Also, there's a video that is important. And I think establishes something that we need to establish ASAP. So, I don't need to be in studio mode. What am I doing? Let's hit the play button. Let's watch.
Hi.
We were just watching Miley and me.
That's damsel right there.
Marley and me.
That's Jessa.
Yeah, we got
Jeff's
some
girlfriend.
Frozen ice cream. Hi. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, damsel knows Jeff's girlfriend. And it is later revealed that they go to, like, an art class together. However, there's also something weird about this video.
Hi.
That you probably noticed.
Miley and me.
So that's, hey, that's Evan. Just kind of sprinting full tilt in the background of this video for some reason. I don't think that is actually ever explained. He's just kind of there. Evan is zooming. And I don't know why he's there. It's not important, I guess. It's just kind of like, you know, it's there to kind of be creepy, I guess. So, let's go to the board. So we're gonna add we're just gonna add a new heading. I spelled that wrong. There we go. So, I mean, but only one person is gonna go here. And I accidentally rotated them again. Damsel. Alright? So, we're also going to do this. So we're going to connect EverymanHYBRID to... Actually, not to the bad guys. Specifically, Slender Man. And then we're going to connect Can You See the Words to Slender Man. We're also going to connect Damsel to Jessa. Because that is important information. Alright. That's the cork board. What do we got? What do we have to watch? What are we watching next? Oh, we should actually... Are there more posts for me to look at really quick? Hold on. No, not yet. Okay. Oh! Actually, there is something important that we have to look at. And it's not from the blog. I think... Oh, where did they find this? So, the audience finds a box. I can't remember how they find it. I think the boys are sent coordinates in like a previous video or something. But a box is found, like a geocache box. So we're gonna look at that. So there's the box. So there are a lot of phrases on this box. And we can't see all of them because we only have one angle of the box. But a phrase that is written on this box that I just want you guys to put a pin in, tuck it in your pocket, is "Rick tick tick goes the man in the woods." Just keep that phrase in your brain. Just store it in there. Because you'll remember it when it's relevant. I promise you. So inside the box, no, I need to get rid of that. There we go. Are 2 photos. Very similar to the ones that the boys found in the garage during the sleep lab videos. Similarly defaced. We got, we got some holes burned in their faces. So we have a circle on what looks to be like some kind of tree or bush, and then I assume this is like Slender Man. I don't think the symbology of these photos is necessarily important. They're just there to look creepy. And then we also have a note. It's very hard to read. But the note reads, Consider this a place of refuge, not from the waters, but from damnation. And the box is labeled 1 of 7. So there are going to be 7 of these boxes. And so begins the player interaction part of Everyman Hybrid. There's going to be a lot of that. Some of it's going to be more interesting than others. So just be prepared for me to skim over a lot of audience participation stuff. All right. We have another video to watch. We have the second Morse code video. Ooh.
Oh. Freddy Krueger. How sweet dark meat.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Where's it gonna go?
Freddy Krueger.
Where's it gonna go?
We just keep going. We do what we always do, and we truck on.
Yeah, where does that got on us, man?
What are we talking about here, boys?
He's talking about the
little shrine in the back room.
So that's clips from a day in the life.
Same thing happened to him. Same sort of situation, and he's a fucking champ.
What's gonna happen with the video? I mean, it's going in a little cycle here now.
We'll keep going.
Well, okay.
Because Alex would have done that. Alex
could have done that. He would have done that. He wasn't home.
Well,
I told you this.
Also from a day in the life.
I don't know. It could have been him, but it wasn't. He wasn't even in the state at that time. He was with his friends.
Then
he's not free. He doesn't exist, dude. He doesn't exist.
Well, right now, what does Vinny do? I don't need to say it.
Well,
he's trying to let him win. If we go on with this, we shut down.
Trying to let who win?
Whoever's doing this.
So I do want to point out, importantly, that up to this point, Vinny and Jeff are convinced that a person is messing with them. Okay? Keep that in mind. So, also notably, that last clip is not from a day in the life, but it's from a location seen in the video, and they're wearing the same clothes.
Could win if we shut down these videos.
Whether it be
I'm not some renegade here. This is for hours. I love all these people talking about it. I love them, but this ain't worth it, man. This ain't worth it.
It's not like you can change it now.
Exactly. If we stop now, it'll keep happening.
Someone's just gonna walk by.
What?
No.
Somebody's here?
No.
Whatever's happening. Because this person's not going to stop. He went to Evan. We gave them the warning, and now he's fucking with you. We can't stop.
I'm done. Dude,
Evan, turn this fucking thing off.
I don't even know why Evan was recording then. And now he's recording again.
Don't worry about it. We get this. He's had this happen before.
Yes, sir.
And you know, the way that I see it is, I mean, I honestly thought it'd be over with Evan, but it seems like it's come full circle.
It just sounds like we're just running around doing the same thing over and over again.
I know, but I honestly feel like we have to finish these videos. We have to do it. There's just no other option. We have to do this, because if we stop, he's won, and he might come back, whoever this is, and keep doing it, even though the videos are done.
And it seems like a bad call.
Because it's already started. You know? So let's just put it.
Honestly.
Just put a few out, and if something happens, I promise we'll stop. We'll stop there, no questions asked. I won't push it any further. We'll just stop. But I say that we keep going, just a few more.
You know, I mean, I might be, you know, speaking, talking crazy here from what you guys would probably consider, but, based on what I've seen and based on what you guys have seen and what we've all experienced with the trying to edit the videos and, you know, the shit that we've seen and heard, I mean, do you figure that maybe it's possible that this is,
So, Evan, ever reasonable Evan, suggests that maybe, just maybe, the thing that they're dealing with is supernatural. Gasp. Shock horror. Who knew? And with that ends the first arc of Everyman Hybrid. Wow, I really put a lot of emphasis on the word arc there, didn't I? That was not intentional. So that is the end of the fitness arc. I think we skipped like 2 videos in there. We skipped a day in the life. I did kind of show a little bit of it, and we skipped episode 7. Oh no, or we are going to skip episode 7 of Everyman Hybrid because that's not important. All right. Hey, this has taken a lot longer just to get through this first part than I expected. So I think we're not making as much progress in this than I thought. Hey, let's take a little break, because it's been 1 hour and 45. I might try to get to the end of what I have planned today, but it might go long, so who knows. But we'll take a quick little break. I will be right back. Oh my god, I like how the hand for pet showed for a split second there. Weird. Hello? How we doing, chat? Are we ready to continue? I think we might be. All right. Let's go back.
How's it going, Interweb?
Oh no!
Today, we are going to show you the importance
Vinny,
of
no!
jogging and stretching.
Vinny!
Now, most of you go, I know how to
Stop.
jog, and hell, I know how
Stop.
to stretch.
Shut up. Oh yeah, I need to actually just like deactivate that one. Hold on. Because that one is like a playlist and I can't have it not automatically play. Vinny will never stop. I mean, yeah. That's true. Alright. So, we are starting Arc 2. I'm not going to give you the titles of these arcs until they're done. So the first arc is known as the fitness arc because that's, you know, where the boys are making fitness videos. We are now... Let me think. Do I need to add anything else to the cork board really quick? Let's take a look at it. We have Nick, we have Daniel, we have Alex, we have Jessa, we have Ryan, we have Damsel from Can You See the Words? We got the Slendy. Nah, I think we're good. Okay. Let's watch a video. So, part 2 starts with the video. Joke's over.
The other day we tried to, like we told you, film the hiking video with the tips and stuff, and something weird.
This one's good.
Happened. And at the time I didn't think anything of it, but the night before, someone spammed me with videos of basically animals dead, mangled in bags, and we're just gonna show you guys. We're gonna show you what we got, and see if you guys can think anything of it.
So this is the point where the channel is now almost fully documentary style.
Hybrids, here we are out in the woods because we're gonna do some hiking tips for you guys because you were all complaining and.
Also, I love the color grading.
We didn't give you any tips
in this one.
You were requesting tips.
Meant to
is
say.
all. We're sorry.
So
we're gonna give you some good tips in the good old outdoors. Come along on this journey.
God of War!
God of War!
Got some important tips that we got here with our mannequin
Woo!
Evan. The first thing is you're gonna need
Love
some
that
tools.
guy.
Whether it be cutting tools, digging tools, something.
He
you
kills
never
so
know.
many prostitutes.
In this circumstance,
Oh, yeah.
but it gets the job done.
Whatever. Also, you're gonna need preferably a long sleeve shirt to keep out bugs and ticks and all that
But I
nasty
mean,
stuff.
it's hot out.
Is hard as
but
leather,
it's really
so-
hot right now. So,
Well, nice and muggy out.
they should be more like mine, unripped. But we do have one thing in common in right. We've got boots.
Big old sexy
and the
boots.
boots are what
Hell
what
yeah.
needed. And also you might want to do some long socks just for a little extra layer of protection there.
Big steppy.
That's all we got. I just walked into it.
What's just...
I like these boys.
Alright guys, well we had a pretty good time hiking and giving you some real hiking tips because you guys moaned about it all day. But we got a little bit of rain on, but what can you do? You gotta be prepared.
Yep.
for the
Now
inevitable.
but I figure that just about wraps it up. So we're gonna head back to the car, which is also another good thing for you guys to bring, because you don't want to walk.
And
all the way
remember
back
where
from
it
wherever
is,
you
because if
came.
you forget where it is, you're pretty...
So remember, this video is for shoots.
You guys hear that?
This is real.
Dude.
Evan. Fuck.
So this does... Okay, I do want to point out, this starts the trend of anytime Slender Man appears, you hear air raid sirens. I think each... So, spoilers, there are multiple entities in this series. They have a unique noise that kind of signifies what's doing what. And Slendy's got air raid sirens. It's very good. It's very creepy, and I like it. It's very unique. I don't think any other series does that.
Do you have your knife? Give me your knife.
Here. What is this?
So, in case you're unfamiliar, I guess that's possible, because it's been, like, a while. If you're unfamiliar with the original, I say original with quotes, Slenderman myth, it's about I guess, like, a German monster named Der Grossman, who is kind of a shit. He leads children into the woods, and they disappear, and all that is found left of them is like blood and organs and viscera in like black bags, with like the consistency of plastic. I mean, it's kind of weird that that's part of like an old German, hanging from trees specifically. So what we see in this video is kind of allusion to the original quote unquote Slenderman myth. Because in case you weren't aware, Slenderman was created, the original copy pasta from something awful. Thank you, Needle. You got to that before I did. Yeah, why is Evan finding that funny?
Evan, you alright, man?
No, he's not. He's just a joker. Yeah, he's a trickster. He's such a normal guy.
Jeff called us, and after talking to his brother, we found out that he called his parents and his family, and he basically just said, what did he say?
Said he was looking for something.
He said he was going to look for something and goodbye. We found that kind of weird, so we tried to give Jessamine a call, and she just didn't answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and talk to his family and see if we can't get anything, because we're kind of all freaking out here. We want to get everyone together and talk about this. On another note, me and Evan both have little mini cameras now.
Hell yeah.
Kind of document, more or less, just basically to have an outlet to get all this out, to talk to someone about whatever's going down.
Evan's smiling. I find that very creepy. Let's go back to that, actually. Where, like, right at the end of this video, Evan just starts getting, like, this really big smile. And, like, I don't know why. It's just odd. I don't know. Vinny is so, like, you see Vinny here, and he's a sad boy. He's kind of upset. But Evan here is, like, he's smiling like a joker. Smiling like a jokester. I don't know. I guess people have different reactions to being upset. You know, it's normal. It's natural. So I believe we missed something, or rather, we're gonna discuss something really quick. We're gonna turn the lights back on. So there was a video. I can't remember which video it is specifically. It might be at some point during the Sleep Lab videos. Oh, no, wait, hold on. We completely missed the video. That is actually, like, somewhat important. Why is that not in my notes? Do I have that here? I don't. Well, okay then. It's just a very short video with the boys kind of hanging out. And at the end of it, taped to Vinny's, like, sliding door that goes outside is a card. And they kind of assume that it's, like, a birthday card because his birthday was a week ago at the time of the video. And in that card, rather, is a piece of paper with half of a set of coordinates on it. And if you want to know what that looks like, well, somebody else got the other half of the coordinates. Our friend Damsel from Can You See the Words? So this is just once again kind of like stressing that the two groups or I guess EverymanHYBRID and Can You See the Words are, like, kind of intrinsically linked, and that somebody is kind of, like, orchestrating things so that they are linked. Yes, Catherine. So that means at these coordinates is box number 2. Let's take a look at it. I believe I don't have the external of the box for this one. So found in this box is a piece of, like, I don't know, like porcelain jewelry, kind of like a pendant. And obviously you see on the front there is, like, a blackbird, and on the back is written habit, which is weird. I do want to mention, this is the second time this word is kind of relevant to this series. So in the Morse code videos, there is a song played by Animal Collective called Who Could Win a Rabbit? And in that song is a repeated phrase, rabbit or habit. So keep that in mind. The habit is a recurring word in this series. They also find in this box a business card. An Everyman Hybrid business card that the boys obviously had printed. So scratched out is the Everyman Hybrid name, their kind of description, and drawn over on the left here, it's kind of hard to see, is Slender Man underneath a tree. All right, so that's that. They also find a note similar to the first box. This one is actually legible in the image. Time and space flee every which way, disregarding your beloved logic. And we have the first of what will come to be called the Corinthal documents. There's a lot of text here. I think this is just like the first half of it. It's a double-sided piece of paper. I think I have... Do I not have... I don't have the document here. Why do I not have the document in my notes? Oh. I do have the box mentioned in my notes. I just don't have the Corinthal report, which is the first one, which is kind of important. Is this found in box 2? Hold on. Actually, that's found in box 3. I mislabeled that. Wait, that can't be right. Hold on. Because I already have one for box 3. It's not the same image, is it? I don't think it is. Hold on. I now just have to check all the documents. Paper trail. Let's look at the Corinthal reports. So the first one is... Let's see. God, there's so much on this wiki. Just gotta find the first report. And it'll tell me where it was found. This one, where was this found? Oh, that's not from a box. That's from something else that we will come to discover later. That is found before box 3, actually. That's why I was confused, because it's not actually from a box. Got it. Listen, this is my first time doing this. Things are gonna be kind of messy. So we want to talk about that then. The other stuff was in that box though. So we got the little pendant with the blackbird and habit written on it. We got the business card. Is that really it? Oh, and that note. Yeah. And I think there might be more photos, defaced photos that they took in a day in the life. But that's really about it. All right. We have another video. We have a video titled Jeff. And that is his name. Did you know his name, Jeff?
What's going on, hybrids?
This looks like it takes place
like we told you, film the
immediately after the last one. Wait, no, this is the wrong video. Hold on. This is the one we just watched. Oops. There we go.
This is our first non-health related video. This is more or less just a documentation of what's happening. More or less for proof, but really it's just for us to have someone to talk to. Right now we are at Jeff's house. We called his brother ahead of time to see if we could come over. Maybe get some answers, maybe check out his room a little bit. If worse comes to worse, we can collect some of his things and maybe...
This is good shit.
See what's going on.
Watch carefully. So, we'll play a little bit more. Huh. That's weird. So if we go back, kind of look at that a little bit more closely.
See what's going on.
So here we see Alex with his, it looks like his mouth is covered up with duct tape. And we have the silhouette of a person looming in the background. And then we cut back to before the door opens. And then we have that never happened, actually. And we have that kind of like second of footage repeating. The duct tape might be purple. It's hard to tell. I did draw attention to it for a reason. So yeah, I just, you know, keep this whole specific moment here in mind. This is actually very important. It's kind of a clue, I guess. It's just too early to tell what it's a clue for.
Hey man, what's going on?
Nothing much. Mind if we come in for a minute?
Not at all. What's this going on?
Well, that's just evidence, man. I'm just trying to figure things out between Jeff and Jesslyn. We don't really know what's going on.
Also, I believe this was probably posted on the Everyman Hybrid Twitter, which I didn't take, like, a super good look at, because it's not well documented on the wiki. So, let's go to the corkboard really quick. So, you remember... what? Why is that like that? Thanks for unloading the corkboard. You remember, Jeff, who this video is about, and you remember his girlfriend, Jessa, long name Jesselyn. So I believe it was probably talked about on the Twitter that Jeff hadn't heard from Jesselyn for a while. So I guess Jeff kind of assumes that she's missing. And Jeff has kind of like left to go look for her or like find some stuff, see what's going on, that sort of thing. Do some like solo investigation work. This is kind of like a, I don't know, unnecessary, silly arc, because I think the guys are probably going to do this anyway, but you know, whatever. Let's continue.
When's the last time you actually heard from Jeff, dude?
3 days ago.
Same with us. Have you tried calling him? Has he tried calling you after that? Anything?
I called him like 50 times. He never answers.
I don't know what's going on. Is there something going on at home with Jesslyn?
Jessica just broke up with them.
Really? We didn't hear anything from either of them.
She hasn't been calling him or answering him. So she probably just left.
Alright, well, the real reason we came
So,
to this is a little weird.
what Alex is implying here is that, like, he thinks that Jesselyn broke up with Jeff and just doesn't want to admit it and is, you know, kind of being a freak. Which, you know, reasonable, I think.
We kind of just wanted to poke around in his room, see if we couldn't find anything.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright. Because knowing Jeff, he can't not leave a trail when he leaves. It's pretty hard to cover up his tracks there.
The alarm probably went off. You guys looking for anything in particular?
Oh, not really.
I
I mean,
just seeing where he would have went.
anything.
I actually love this part.
He left his fedoras, so you know.
Look, Jeff wears a fedora! What a loser! That was cool back in the day. Purple duct tape on the notebook. Drawing of Slender Man, also a bit on the nose.
Wait a minute. Is this one of those like microchip things that holds information and stuff?
Oh, USB cable.
Evan doesn't know what a flash drive is.
Well, this is usually attached to his keychain.
It was kind of left right here.
Huh.
Ah! Ah!
House of Leaves.
Ah!
Never stops fucking talking about.
It's House of Leaves, look! Everybody's favorite!
I mean, this seems kind of far-fetched, but we can do that.
that?
Business card that says I'm on to something.
Whose business? It's our business card.
Well, here we go. I mean, this is what we were...
It's one of the envelopes. What's in that?
It's a microchip. That's what it is.
Alright, well, he circled something here. Let's get that on camera real quick. Why did God create a dual universe? So he might say, be not like me. I am alone. And it might be heard.
Sounds like something out of the Bible.
Or House of Leaves.
Well, obviously he's trying to tell us something.
Really gotta read that at some point. If somebody wants to give me money so I can buy a copy of House of Leaves, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we might as well. Let's do this.
Thanks, Alex.
Alright, so there's that video. So what we learned from that video is Jesselyn is missing. Jeff is technically missing as well. Alex nor the boys have heard from him in the last 3 days. He's kind of... On the back of a business card is written, I'm on to something, which I guess they kind of assume is written by Jeff. That might be a clue for Evan and Vinny left by Jeff, so they kind of know what's going on. I don't know why he doesn't just, like, text them. I think they all have phones. It kind of seems unnecessary to leave a clue on the back of a business card, but whatever. And then there was that weird instance of footage that we saw that the boys don't seem to, like, notice or react to, like, stuff that happens to them while they are there. And then, you know, it cuts back to, like, before that happened, and it's different, and it's, yeah, hello, Kilf, you're very early. Yeah, that's that weird thing of, like, how do I even describe that? Like, something fucked up happens, and then it's like the universe rewinds, and then continues again, and then it kind of doesn't happen that way. But then there's, like, the repeated bit of the clip, which is important. All of that is important. So from this point, I think we just watch another video. Oh, yeah. So Jeff very soon after posts a video called I'm Okay, which is basically just, like, part of his solo investigation. He's kind of looking for Jesselyn, but he's also kind of looking into stuff that, he kind of remembers from his childhood that was a little bit weird. And specifically, he's investigating the burned ruins of his old school. And he kind of tells a story about how, I guess, like, he was forgotten. He was there during the fire, and, like, everybody kind of forgot about him. Like, they took a head count, and he was still in the school, and nobody came in to, like, bother saving him. And I think Jeff has an encounter with Slenderman at some point in this video. There's a lot of audio distortion, and I think you kind of hear the air raid siren for, like, a split second. And then it cuts to black for a little bit, and it's like nothing happened. So I think maybe Slenderman was near, and Jeff just didn't notice or something. But yeah, so Jeff finds something, and kind of talks about the story at the ruins of his school. The next video is another Morse code video. This one, I believe, is pretty good. This one also has a very loud audio distortion close to the end. It's about 1.5 minutes long, so time that out yourself if you have to. It's probably exactly oh wait, I took notes for that, didn't I? No, I didn't. I thought I did. I think the loud noise is specifically at, like, 1:33. That's kind of useless if you're not, like, keeping a timer like I can, though. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's watch a video. Headphone users very beware. Yeah. That one's earlier than I remembered.
Hi there, I'm Jeff, and I was just wondering, I wanted to talk to Dr. Corenthal about some friends of mine who may
There we
have
go.
patients at one time.
That is the canonical first mention of the name Dr. Corenthal, I believe.
Oh, James hasn't been in practice for quite some time.
Oh, I know, but it just... Has he ever referenced a patient he may have nicknamed Habit, or talked about somebody named Habit?
Habit. The song fucks, honestly. I like the song a lot.
Dr. Dart a few years ago. Oh.
Please, tell us what's happening right now!
So... There's some important... I'm so sorry, Val. So important from that. Dr. Corenthal apparently treated some of Jeff's friends years ago. And he hasn't been practicing for quite some time. And apparently he died a couple of years ago, at the time of the video. What was behind him right now? What do you mean? Was there something? Oh, you mean like at the time of that video with the audio distortion? I don't know. Yeah, like here, where the lady gets really loud. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think anything. I think that's... The nature of these Morse code videos is that they're kind of like... Oh, wait, what? Is that... Okay. Let's replay this clip. I'm sorry, it's gonna be very loud. Just brace yourselves, okay? 3, 2, 1...
Dr. Dart a few years ago. Oh.
Please, tell us what's happening right now!
I don't know if that's what she's saying. I think she's telling him to leave. Like, to get out of here right now, or something like that. It's hard to tell because it's so blown out. But I think that's supported by like a later video. Yeah. So I think after this, yeah, so you can really only hear the right now part of that, which is frustrating. Right now is the only part that's clear. Okay, so we have a video labeled 78 of 76, which was found on the flash drive that Evan found in Jeff's room. I think this one might also end up being loud at some points. I can't necessarily remember exactly. I should really make notes of that going forward. Which videos have really aggressive... So that's a clip from the second Morse code video? Oh, actually, we have to do something really quick. Let's go... Oh my god, why does it keep doing that? You're breaking the illusion of my corkboard. Hey, we have to go to this. Because we have seen 2 more Morse code videos. So we have seen dash dash dash. And we have seen dot dash. So dash 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 is... Oh. The letter O. Now... Oh, I guess it wouldn't be reasonable to assume the next one is an S because it's a different signature. So the next one is A. So, you can't really discern any meaning from that yet. Impossible. So, is not a thing. Soap? Yeah. Yeah, these are just trying to tell the boys to, like, take a shower. They kind of stink. Evan kind of looks like he stinks sometimes, honestly. He's pretty grungy. Alright. Soda! Alright, we can continue this video. Sokatoa!
What?
So I don't think anything important actually happens in this video. It's kind of like establishing locations, I think.
Ev, man, get away from the water. Where are we?
Oh, well, okay. It's kind of important. For reasons we'll talk about in a sec. Evan jump scare. Okay, yeah, so that video is important for the reason that Needle mentioned. So this is the clip from the video that is taken at the same time as their a day in the life video where they kind of go for a hike that they don't remember happening. So, oh wait, no, they just haven't seen this. Oh wait, have they? That's maybe shown in a different video. Oh no, this is where they've seen this now, and they look at this video and they don't remember it. That's what the thing is. But we have seen this clip before in the second Morse code video. Yeah. Listen, this shit's complicated. So they kick open this door. They end up in like some kind of basement, right? And then bam, they're at the beach. And Jeff actually seems like confused how they got there. Like he has no idea where they are. And Evan's kind of being a little creep, as he has been at numerous occasions throughout the series so far. Evan's kind of been weird a little bit, and we don't know why. All right. Yeah, I do love the like impossible space like teleporting stuff that these series do. I think that's something Marble Hornets did so super fucking well in like one specific video where like the protagonist is running through a house and just ends up in completely different parts of the house and in completely different places. Like it's so good. Maybe we'll talk about Marble Hornets at some point just so I can kind of gush about how well that video is executed. Because like at a certain point, a lot of these series got really good at doing their shit. All right. So, oh yeah, the description of this one, as I was alluding to before, the description of this one is actually kind of important, and it reads, "Sorry for the delay, guys, but me and Evan have been trying to make heads or tails of this video we found on the flash drive that we assumed Jeff left behind as some sort of clue. We're not sure what it is, but it's creepy to say the least. The whole thing is one clip and says it was all taken at the time of the day in the life video. We're getting more questions than answers, it seems, but we're not giving up on Jeff." So they're also looking for Jeff, is kind of the vibe. Yeah, it also looked like time shenanigans. Yeah, so that's something that that Marble Hornets also does, where like the protagonist will go into a place at a certain time of day, and then by the time he comes out, it's like either start like pitch black night or like broad daylight. And there's no like accounting for the time. Yeah. So after this, I think Jeff does another video talking about how he spent the night in prison after sucker punching a security guard at the apartment building. So I think Jeff kind of wouldn't take no for an answer and was kind of harassing that old lady for answers about Dr. Corenthal, and then had to rough up a security guard who he does say it was justified self-defense. The security guard like came up from behind and like grabbed him, but he spent the night in prison and he is on his way back home. He found some stuff, he found some clues, and he's on his way back home. So we are now gonna watch the video titled Reunion. The boys are reunited. It's nice.
Hey hybrids, obviously I'm back.
He's kind of cut off, but he is there.
Before I
on the right.
some old medical papers in my old elementary school building.
Vinny looks like such a piece of shit.
Some other time, but the guys wanted to see what it was about.
We thought it was strange that Jeff would find.
He's got his hair pushed back.
In an abandoned building.
Real piece of shit.
So we thought it'd be a good idea to go back and see what we find. We didn't find medical papers, but we did find a weird note.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Note, we had a couple shots that we're gonna show you guys.
Oh, I want seafood now.
We're not gonna jump to conclusions with? Are you guys still seriously fucking thinking that this is just some...
So I do want to point out again, Vinny and Jeff are like, this is just a guy fucking with us. And Evan's just like, y'all, are you dumb? Are you stupid? That's not what's happening here. We're in a horror movie. It's a monster, idiot.
Alright, well, firstly, it's good to have you back, my friend. But, secondly, I really want to see where exactly you found this medical paperwork that you were talking about. Yeah. We go keep her.
So they are presently exploring the
Behind this in the first place, 'cause I
ruins of
didn't even
Jeff's
hear what you were
school.
saying in your I'm okay video, my friend.
Speakers then. Honestly though, I thought I told you guys this one before.
I don't think you did.
I don't know why they stopped going into place. I mean, some aspects they were repaired. I mean, like I said, there's a fire, and they took a head count and didn't care about me. That's fucked up.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What can you do? I think the locker little place was up this way.
Oh fuck, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
I want to eat.
Oh shit.
Scared himself.
Give myself a little heebie-jeebies.
Also, this video is just like quiet at this point. I would turn it up, but it gets loud later.
Alright, Jeff, so is this where you found the medical papers?
Yeah.
In this suspiciously Silent Hill looking room?
I love that they're gamers. That's so relatable. So behind Jeff, well, it's staticky. Do you see the man? That's actually a really good like glitch effect. I like that one a lot. It looks great.
If we can't find anything, like you got something over there?
Does this look like what the papers you found before?
No. The ones I found were typed. They were documents.
What's that, handwritten?
This is, yeah, it's scribbled.
Let's hear it.
Who are you, my dear friend, who leached him onto me? And I look forward to our reunion in hell. Otherwise, I fear your warnings have fallen upon deaf ears. The sight of those black eyes, those markings. This blight is not human, and now it has claimed another one of us. I'm sorry it was too late.
Oh, I do the confused girl and the confused anime girl head tilt all the time. So
Why do we keep finding these? Can we just trash these?
So this is like a letter, I kind of want to look up what the full transcript of this is, but I don't know if the wiki has it. Hold on, let me look, because like it's hard to make out what Jeff is saying in this video, and I just kind of want to look at what the letter says. Let's see. So it says it's actually a full transcript of the video on this wiki page. That's really helpful. Thank you. So the letter says, "Who are you, my dear friend, to reach someone like me? I look forward to our reunion in hell. Otherwise, I fear my warnings have fallen on deaf ears. The sight of his black eyes, his markings, this face not human, now has claimed another one of us. I'm sorry I was too late. Linny." So we have no idea what that means as of yet. We'll find out, I'm sure, in due time. It's the man!
Alright, now since this is a documentary of our real investigation of our real situation, I wanted to put this in here, I wanted to put this in this video and explain to whoever might be watching this at the end.
Me!
That I personally think that it's bullshit how we're just sitting here waiting and beating around the bush about this shit. Clearly this is not just some dickhole messing with us. Clearly this is not just
Thank you!
This is something so much worse, and those two idiots can't see it.
Evan is so normal and
I
reasonable.
just think the sooner we nut up, the sooner we can take this fucker down.
Yeah!
No more running, no more waiting. I want to kill it.
Yeah! Evan wants to kill Slenderman. Hell yeah, dude! Fuck yeah, let's go! Let's do it! This man's talking sense! I'm down, I'm all ready for it. So that is actually the end of the second arc. So that arc was called The Search for Jessa. Because I think at this point, after that, because this was kind of over the course of like a longer period of time than we're kind of detailing. After this, they kind of stop looking for Jessa and they just kind of consider her missing. And you know, developments will happen there at a later date, but this next arc kind of focuses on a different aspect of their mystery. So we are going to watch the video. That's kind of, the title's kind of a spoiler. The video is titled Cops Checked, No Body. Which is a great title. Very evocative.
Hey there, hybrids.
I have to make
you
that.
guys might have remembered.
I actually have to make that a little bit bigger. The blue is bleeding through. Wait, it's just constantly bleeding through no matter what I do. What? Is that right? Oh no, I fixed it. Okay, good. There we go.
A girl going by the alias, online alias, Mitzi Star, during our Ustreams. This is her, Jessie. She just got back from checking out some colleges in Vermont.
New character.
So that's why she had this whole cross-country tour looking at schools. So that's why she hasn't really been with us. You guys might remember me getting a postcard.
Yeah.
This is it. We're just, I don't know who's giving us these hints, why, but
this is kind of like a recap video too.
That's what we're looking for.
You know about any of this? That's what I thought. She must be freaking out right now.
When did...
Yeah, so you probably knew the videos when we were health and all that.
Well, basically, what happened is we were shooting our thing, and we made that fake Slenderman thing for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Well, we started being harassed by somebody dressed like him. At least that's what the boys think.
Yeah, went as far as into Evan's house. He was up in Evan's house for a while.
Yeah, so this
That really freaked us out.
So this thing isn't very
benevolent.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah, it's definitely not Casper, your friendly ghost.
Something's definitely fucked with us, and so we started investigating into it, trying to figure it out, trying to find the fucker. And then some weird shit started happening. People started leaving, disappearing. One being Jeff's girlfriend. I don't know where she went. She's just gone.
She just up and left.
She's just fucking
When
gone.
did this happen?
Like
Weirdly
a
flippant.
couple weeks ago.
I mean, I didn't really talk to her much, but like,
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked to the police. They don't believe us. Say that we're just trying to make movies. So now we're making a documentary of hunting the Slender Man. We're trying to kill the motherfucker.
No, you're figuring out what's going on.
That's the
Why
summary.
Jessica doesn't want to talk to us wherever she went.
that's why we're going to where are we going?
We're going to Lambertville, basically just because we think that it might be the ashen waste that is mentioned on this postcard. And now there's also some like other fucked up shit that's going on. Is people are swearing to Allah that there are some videos up on our YouTube that aren't there. And I don't know about you guys, but that's starting to really piss me off.
So this is referring to the, as of now, 3 Morse code videos that we've watched. So the boys can't see those at all. Those are being posted to their YouTube channel without them being involved, and they cannot even see those videos.
Just my opportunity to say stop that.
Oh, almost as if somebody's fucking with us.
And someone's talking about things that are really pissing us off to our beloved fan base. Really, I love you guys, but that one, Jess's little friend who now likes going little bouts of mystery and whatnot. And
I don't know what this is talking
that girl
about.
I'll link you to her little blog so you guys can enjoy
Damsel.
her as much as we do. But she's starting to piss us off. I don't know her name.
This girl that she seems alright. We saw pictures basically in a shrine to us after one of our Ustreams that the fans told me to go check out because we have a Ustream too. So I went back and I told them. Oh yeah, you were there. So I told them that I didn't see anything, but I went back and showed Jeff later, and someone had taped pictures of us scratched out, burnt all over Jeff's basement. Now, first we thought it was his brother Alex, but we eventually realized that there was like, can you see the words all over the place? And our man.
So this is mostly recap. We are gonna watch the whole thing, not only because we have some people who just joined us, but also because I think it's actually important to note how the boys talk about these things candidly, like how they seem to feel about it, how they describe what they think is happening. No, actually, this is after Marble Hornets, Sammy. So yeah, this starts after Marble Hornets started, and they are actually directly inspired by Marble Hornets, and they reference it a number of times throughout the series. So basically, the basic premise, we'll take a little aside. The basic premise is that actually we'll go to the corkboard really quick too. So we have Vinny, we have Evan, and we have Jeff. And they are Everyman Hybrid. They start a YouTube channel where they're gonna post cool fitness videos. And in the background of like 5 of their videos is Slender Man. There's audio distortion. It's kind of incredibly really obvious. You know, and so it's revealed after there's like a secret video posted to their channel that in canon they are doing like a Slenderman ARG, but then it actually starts happening for real. They worked themselves into a shoot, as Needle previously put it. And from that point on, the channel kind of becomes about them investigating the weird happenings around their lives, and that's the deal. All right, let's continue.
Here who never checks the internet ever went online and found her blog post, and it says creepy shit about floods and arcs and death.
And then it's just some girl living in Princeton.
Yeah, some girl who happens to be living 15 minutes
some
away.
psychotic, off-the-wall nonsense.
We think that she's definitely worth checking out. We haven't contacted her yet, but we're definitely trying to get on that.
Oh, we went to this school. Jeff's. Apparently it burned down. He had a little incident.
Yeah, little incident.
And we went there because he went there and he found some weird documents about like a Dr. Cornthal, and it mentions Dr. Cornthal. And the documents mention
James.
That's my uncle. That's my mom's last name.
James Cornthal.
Oh, Cornthal's my mom's last name.
Are you
I had an Uncle
serious?
James. Yeah, he was.
Huh.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I didn't really meet him. He was kind of strange. I met him when I was really little, and then he moved to fucking nowhere, Florida, and I never heard from him. Last I heard, he passed away.
What was he? Doctor.
Yeah, he was some sort of doctor. I don't know what he did. I mean, my mom never talked to him.
Did you ever hear of?
She was like his half sister, so
Was
they
he
were
ever
really
in Ohio?
close.
Was he ever at the children's home?
I don't know. I think he might have done something with children, but I didn't.
I hope not.
Nothing that I ever heard of.
So Jesse, I mean, I know we're here, but you in?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, I don't really have a choice at this point.
You can always wait in the car. That always ends up well, right?
Oh, fuck no.
He's right here, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hookman hook car door.
Jeff over there.
I don't know. I'm not buying into this. What could this? Why would we even be here? What is the point of this?
It's a toilet up here. This is
Problem solved. There we go.
Great.
This is what they're trying to point at. Whatever that postcard's trying to point us to. This is what are we looking for?
Oh.
Place we know.
That's why Jeff went here. Because he got that postcard. I don't think they really contextualized that, even in videos, up until this point. So Jeff received a postcard that said, "Greetings from the land of ash and waste." And of course, the first thing Jeff would think about is the school that burned down around him. That makes sense, actually. I never really followed this train of logic until just now.
Exactly. Between your school and Lambertville, which we're at, obviously, I can't think of anything else.
And we don't know anyone who could have gone here and burned down like
Exactly.
20 years ago.
I don't know. I'm really not buying into this, man. This isn't gonna making any sense to me. What's up? What? Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
She's just sleeping.
Is that a dead body?
Somebody? Call who? The cops don't believe us. We're not supposed to be here in the first place. And there's no such thing as an anonymous call anymore.
Let's just go.
Yeah, you go. This is your hunt.
No,
These
leave.
no, these are clues. You gotta go see what this is. We can't leave.
body,
We can't.
dude? This is
She
beyond a
could be
game.
sleeping. She could be hurt. You just go.
Like, oh, fuck this.
Hello?
She's not, she could be hurt.
She got cuts on her arm.
It's our duty. We have to do it.
So
Go poke her
the
up.
video is titled after the fact.
Bodies to check if they're alive.
It's kind of confusing.
Ma'am, you shouldn't be sleeping here. This isn't really conducive. Jeff, don't give me that look. Just go. She's got something in her hand. Ma'am, are you okay?
No.
No.
I gotta stop sleeping here.
She's got cuts on her arm.
Sorry.
Yeah, like, I think this is actually somewhat believable.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
What is that?
Oh, watch your step.
Especially considering they've already seen, like, a bunch of weird shit. Like monsters.
Yeah, man, it's Scooby-Doo. We'll be fine. They always... The gay kid and the handkerchief will save us. What? Oh, what's the matter?
So... That was a new monster, baby. That wasn't Slender Man. That was a different guy. Let's try to get a closer look at that man. At that creature. So it's gonna be hard to kind of isolate on it.
She's got cuts on her arm.
Sorry.
Creature.
Holy shit.
So, as you can see, this is some kind of creature that walks on all fours. Kinda seems to be naked. Completely. It kind of moves more like bestial as well, kind of like an animal. And we can only assume that that's what killed that woman. Yeah, Le Creatura. So there's no special noise for it yet. I think there's kind of a, there's kind of a little sound, I think. Let's go back. Hold on. I think there's a little bit of a sound.
Holy shit.
Yeah, a little bit. It kind of sounds like, with like whispers almost. And that's kind of consistent with how it is later also. Except like, I think it gets louder as it's closer. So we're not going to add that boy to the board just yet. Because we got a few more videos to determine what it is. Though you guys know. Actually, yeah, we can just go for it. You guys know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's the Rake, baby! So... This actually connects to that note that the boys found in Jeff's burned out school. The name Linny is being signed on that note is actually a direct reference to the original Rake creepypasta that was posted on the creepypasta wiki. So, you know, that's how it be. That's how it do. That is the Rake. We got the Rake in this shit. That was another really popular, like, creepypasta monster at this time. So we have Slender Man. We have the Rake. And let's see what else might pop up. Yeah, Kelphy, yeah, the VOD will be good. I promise the VOD will be good. The VOD will be fine. Didn't it also get, like, a party game? What? What? Did the Rake get a party game? Is that like the babyfication of horror that we were talking about earlier? Did that happen? I think that's probably that. I think that's probably that. So, before we watch another video, actually, we're gonna turn the lights on really quick. Like a person play Rake and kills the other players. Oh! Who are like making a car, I think. Isn't that like the Friday the 13th game? And also Dead by Daylight. Did somebody make a game like that for the Rake? The Rake game. Rake on Steam. Oh. This is that, like, Bigfoot hunting game that I've seen before, but the Rake is also in it. Oh, you think of a different one? Oh, the Rake multiplayer, maybe? No, that's still pulling that up. Oh, apparently there's like a Roblox game for the Rake too. Hey! Hey, Sammy? It's funny that you should mention that, because there's actually a current ARG that is doing something like that. It's a... I think, actually, you know, I will actually fully recommend this video, because I think it's quite good. So Nightmind recently did a video about a Unfiction project called Chainmail Chasers. I'm actually just gonna post it in the chat. Because it's quite good, and I like it a lot. I think it's actually really well executed. Yeah, it's mainly about Smile Dog. But it's actually kind of like tying Smile Dog to a lot of other Unfiction projects. And I think it's actually really good. How do I link a video now? Copy link. Is that right? Oh, it's just doing it with my time code, I think. Yeah, go watch this video. That's a good video. Don't watch it right now, because I'm streaming, but watch it eventually. Okay, so let's take a little aside because the boys are talking about, you know, can you see the words? So we have some things to discuss with can you see the words. So first and foremost, oh, that's still showing the Corinthal document. Hold on, I need to get rid of that. There we go. So there was an anonymous asking her if she's heard from Jessa. She hasn't. She hasn't been to class in a little while. And there's also this specific post titled, I haven't seen Jessa in a while, which reads, some officer or agent or whatever you want to call the uniform came by and tried to question me today. I was on my way to work. He said they'll gladly be back soon. I'm starting to feel sick again. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of all my medicine. I shouldn't have made friends. So, you know, that sucks. There's also, these two. Nope, not that. That. So there's this question, kind of soon after, asking if they had been asked, the police had been asking any more questions. And she says, on topic, yes. Not so much questioning, though, as it is accusing. They're getting verbally pushy. At least the ones who show up at my door are. And there was a second post titled, they told me to expect a big change of scenery sometime soon. I think I heard him laugh as we hung up. I'm ignoring any calls with PD and the ID from this point on. Let them visit. I'll tell them the truth. I'm as worried as any friend would be. Do we have the post? I don't think I have the post of her with Jessa. In here. What is this one? What is this photo? Oh yeah, we'll get to that eventually. So soon after that, I believe, so after that, Damsel is unfortunately, arrested and subsequently, I guess institutionalized. And unfortunately, I hate to break it to y'all, Jeff is the one who reported her to the police because he knows that she has a connection to Jessa. And so as we saw in that last video, he and Vinny seem to think that Damsel is like hella suspicious because she acts all mysterious and like obviously has some connections to Slenderman, and seems to have some attachment to what's happening to them and knows Jessa. And suddenly Jessa's disappearing. Therefore, they think she's responsible in some way. As we saw, Evan not so convinced. Evan thinks she's a nice girl. And I'm glad for that. Evan is the best boy and I love him. But before we get to any other videos, we actually have a post from Can You See the Words while Damsel was in the hospital. So acknowledged within the post, it was posted with the Q function on Tumblr. So it's like timed out just a little bit after she gets hospitalized. But we do have some kind of other posts to look at really quick that I almost forgot about. So there's this, which I'm going to make a little bit bigger, actually. So this one says, North or South, nothing changes. They put me through a mandatory psychological evaluation. A series of photographs, quotations, and copies of my art were presented. They have no basis to fully arrest me, but after analyzing the results of said evaluation, deem it necessary to detain me. Whether it's a rat in a shoebox or King Charles of Zembla in his formerly majestic palace, a prison's a prison. I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. Thank you for all your help, and for being there since this all happened. Whatever they do to me, Jessa, I hope you're okay. I'm sorry you couldn't see the truth. I've left a small passage on the post queue. Maybe it'll explain some things. Probably not. Yours. And I think there's another post. I forgot that these posts kind of explained what the deal is. Oh yeah. There's also a... Fuck, where is that post? I don't think I have that one. No. So there was a post that where Damsel kind of crossed out that before she moved to the Princeton area, that she had kind of had like run-ins with the cops, and that she was accused of a crime that never occurred. And this question asker is kind of like following up on that and being like, crime that never occurred? History? Well, I hope they also wise up and realize how much you want her found. And Damsel responds, I apologize for any confusion. I wasn't charged with anything per se, but they weren't exactly sympathetic or helpful when I was preparing to move up north, here. Now that someone close to me is gone, they're returning to their accusing habits. So obviously, something happened in Damsel's past that, led to her being intimately familiar with the police system and the police being intimately familiar with her. And so the post that she's talking about here that she put in the post queue, we will read. It's too big for me to have a full screenshot of. I just have it in my document here that I'm kind of pulling notes from. So we'll read it really quick. I'll dim the lights because it's kind of a spooky vibe to it. So it reads, if you are reading this, then the queue function through the website finally kicked the post through. I gave myself some time to delay this message just in case. Who knows? Maybe they would have let me come home without further incident. Since you are reading this, that is obviously not the case. We all know that I do not have many friends here in Jersey. The one person who was outwardly friendly towards me ended up missing, and I feel absolutely terrible. But I honestly do not believe that I did anything to warrant responsibility for Jesselyn's disappearance. If anything, I have been trying to help. But justice did not prevail. Maybe it's better this way, behind bars more or less. I no longer have to worry about choosing whether or not to take my medicine. They said they'll make me take it there. I thought I was doing a lot better without it, honestly, but I'm not the doctor. My only friend here is gone, and my entire family has long since passed. However lonely I am extremely thankful for all of you, whether or not we spoke on sentimental and emotional terms, or you harassed me with pleas of $20. Once again, referencing the the Slender Man meme with the song "Give Me $20," which is good, Jeff, I am not spiteful. If there was any realized error on your part, I forgive you. However, I do not condemn you for your actions. You and Jesselyn shared a special love. You are completely in the right to do what you thought was best to help her. Obviously, I wasn't clever enough myself to assist, only to harm. Everyone else, don't take it out on him. I love Jesselyn too. I know what he was trying to do. There is no way for him to know if I was being honest or not. Especially considering the gravity of the lie that was born when I told you all the story of my family and my journey up here. So, previously, Damsel mentioned that her family had died in a fire before she moved up north. The location was true, my education was true, the fact that my family wound up killed was true. But I wasn't entirely descriptive, and I will never feel reconciled with this feeling of dishonesty. That day, when I said that I arrived home from school to a half acre of ash, wasn't entirely accurate. I came home from my classes and everything was normal. My family's house was older and relatively sizable, made of fine decaying lumber, easily combustible. Upon setting foot within the threshold, I immediately felt something in the air. Something was terribly off. The house was silent. No sound from my siblings, no familiar clicking of my mother tending in the kitchen, no sound of shuffling from desk to shelf in my father's study. And then I saw the bags. Through the large sliding glass door, I saw them all, each strung from the old ash tree in the center of the backyard. I opened each one. I just had to be sure. You would understand. I was covered in a bit more and more of my family with each inquiry. I took the opened bags and went upstairs into my parents' master bedroom and laid down on the gigantic bed. I placed each of the bags around me, resting one last time with my family. The bags that still held their contents bulged towards me in a comforting embrace. That sucks. Honestly, I hate thinking about that and, like, picturing that mentally. I saw myself in the mirror. Perhaps my body was still in shock because I wasn't crying. Not yet. I was drenched in the blood of my siblings and parents, and I couldn't feel anything. I knew he did this to me. The one I had been seeing in my dreams since I was a baby. He wanted me out of the house. I don't know why, but he willed me elsewhere. I burned my house. I set the fire. I don't care who knows anymore, because by this time, I'm sure they would have coerced this confession from me. By this time, I will have been accurately proven guilty, 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 guilty. I was alone and he told me to go north. There wasn't any time for mourning. Hell, another plus of being institutionalized. I have all the time I want to cry now. And he can't touch me. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry, Vincent. I'm sorry, Evan. Most of all, I'm sorry, Jesselyn. I'm sorry, hybrids. Still can't get past the nickname. I've brought this upon myself. Maybe we'll speak again someday. Probably not. Don't follow in my footsteps. Be not like me. I am alone. That last line being a reference to House of Leaves. The specific passage from House of Leaves that Evan and Vinny read that Jeff had circled in his copy when they found the flash drive. So, from that post, we learned a few things. So, most notably, yes, Jeff called the cops on Damsel, and that directly resulted in her being institutionalized. Damsel's family was presumably killed by Slender Man. If the modus operandi is anything to go by, their viscera and blood and whatnot contained within black plastic bags, which she laid in bed with and had one final, like, you know, parting snuggle, I guess, with the remains of her family before burning her house down, which, you know, the cops obviously didn't take too kindly to. Thought she killed her family, which is why she has previous involvement with the police. But she did not kill her family. Let's be clear. However, what is also important that I think kind of gets breezed over in a lot of summaries of this series is that Slenderman told her to go north to Princeton, to the area that the Everyman Hybrid crew lives, which kind of like further cements that there are like forces conspiring to get these people together and have events happen that involve the lot of them, that somehow the fates of these people are intertwined, or that they are being made to be intertwined. This is also calling back to the coordinates that were found that led to Box 2, that one half was sent to the Everyman Hybrid crew, one half was sent to Damsel of Can You See the Words? So, you know, further cementing that these two groups are connected. All right, so I believe that is all we have to look at with Can You See the Words for now. Actually, for quite a while, now that I think about it. That doesn't mean we're done reading stuff, though, because we have a lot of stuff to read soon. Yeah, Damsel is in that hospital for a while, so we don't got to worry about looking at anything there for a little bit. However, we have a new video titled Ashen Waste. Let's get the screen back out here and watch this video. So this is, yet again, them kind of trying to find the specific place that the postcard is referring to as the Land of Ashen Waste. And I believe this one is some kind of place in Brooklyn, I believe, that a fire happened to, that the audience helped them find.
So today,
but first, this.
Fill you guys in on the note that we found on our friend, the disappearing body. We tried to submit it to the cops as some sort of evidence, or a clue at least, to kind of prove to them that we actually...
So yeah, I should recap. So the title of the last video was Cops Checked, No Body, which is referring to the fact that they called the cops to report the body, and they found nothing. Which, you know, that looks kind of bad for them, especially after they've had, you know, run-ins with the cops before where they're like, y'all are just making movies, y'all are bullshitting, y'all are crying wolf, like, we're not taking you seriously with anything that you're saying. Anyway.
did see this body, that we did see this person. Needless to say, they said this was our final warning, and they would not be putting up with us anymore because they think we're crying wolf. And if we go to them again, they more or less said we'll be spending the night in jail.
So the cops are off the table.
Either way,
officially. Thank
we wanna
God.
get this out here so
Honestly.
you guys can maybe help us decipher it. See
Who
if we
needs
can
them?
Figure out what it leads to, what it means. Either way, here we go. First off, the name is smeared out with what looks like blood. I'm heading east. You wouldn't believe it. Someone else knows about the doctor. Bless his soul, it will be such a relief to finally figure out what happened to him those few years ago. Spent last night in the Logan Inn. Tomorrow, I'm heading into New Jersey to finally contact this group. They show a lot of promise. I'll find you and the others, if they can finally help us. Stay safe, we'll make it out. Linny. And then at the bottom it looks like they gave us, seems to be more coordinates, this time in a different...
Oh.
See that? I think this time we might actually go check it out, but we're not going to get to it for a while. So if anyone out there is nearby and wants to check it out, be our guest, man.
So let's pause for a second. So this letter was written by Linny. And the letter that Vincent is reading from right now, obviously it's the letter that they took from the hands of the dead woman. So reasonable assumption, the dead woman is Linny. So let's go here really quick. Because we're just gonna, I gotta find her on my thing. So we're just gonna put Linny on the board, not attached to anything specific. And I'm also going to add Dr. James Corenthal, because that's about like the third or fourth time that he's been mentioned. No. So actually, I think Vincent was about to mention that the handwriting for the coordinates is actually different handwriting from the letter. He said, and in writing at the bottom in a different, and then he kind of cut himself off. So that's actually a different handwriting. These boxes are from a different entity that we will talk about later when they are revealed. Also, so with the cork board, I have a third kind of. Oh no! Hold on. We have to zoom in. We have to zoom in. No, why is that zooming out? There we go. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about any of that. Wow. That's so weird. I don't know why I did that. So. There are going to be deaths in this thing. And we're gonna catalog them. I'm just gonna have to like have these all the way over here. So our first death in the series, I don't know why. Okay, that looks kind of sloppy and bad. First death in the series, Linny. All right. Let's go back over here. There we go. Let's continue the video. I just want to keep track of how many people die in this series, because, like, you know, it's important.
On another note, we asked you guys, as always, if you could help us out with Jeff's postcard, the Land of Ash and Waste, I believe it was. And a couple of you banded together and found an article about some sort of fire that actually was referred to as a Land of Ash and Waste. So what we did is we went to where it was, which was in Brooklyn, and just watch. This could be the location for our ash and waste dilemma. There was a fire on the other side of this warehouse in like 2006, 2007, and the way that the report was awarded, people think it's a little bit shady. So we just thought we'd come check it out and see if we can't find any clues.
I don't think this is going to produce anything, honestly.
This place is old.
This place is old, Gordon.
Looks like someone just recently painted it, to be honest.
Yeah, so there was a fire here. And
Look for
apparently it was
markings or
kind of shady or weird.
numbers or something.
Look to see if you can find any signs of fire around any of these buildings.
Well, yeah, there's that that whole lot's burned down on the other side. Remember?
It's over here.
Ew.
There's stuff everywhere.
Icky pooey. Nasty.
Pills here.
Bill's here. I got pills here. I don't know why they referenced Left 4 Dead there.
Unless we all died.
Alright, let's see if we can't get inside.
Evan loves weapons. Normal.
Here, let me see the camera. I don't want to start poking my head in so I see what's in there.
It's like some sort of plant or something.
I can't even breathe in here. That plus the fact that I'm getting a little depressed going
Asbestos?
on with the burnt down building. Yeah. I get made allergies.
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
What?
Evan, wait.
Oh, dude. Do something.
That's a long,
Is he alright?
empty bit. So that was Evan, obviously, trying to attack Slender Man.
No. Shit. Evan, we gotta sit him up. Sit up.
What are you gonna do?
I know.
Come on, man. Sit up, sit up.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Evan.
Let's get back to the car.
You dumb bastard.
Let's get back to the car.
Kill him?
No, don't kill him.
Did I kill him?
It's bleeding all over. We gotta Evan, we're gonna bring you to a doctor. Hold on. I should have my knife.
I should have had my knife.
Just start calling 911, dude. What time is it? We're gonna have to give him a report.
Around 1. You're gonna be alright. Just hold on.
We got you, man. We got you.
He's not looking too good, Jeff. We gotta get him to the doctor.
No.
You guys, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Well, we've been at this for quite some
God,
time
I love
now.
Evan so much. He's so good.
We gotta get to a doctor soon. We're running on hours now. I wish your shit had a clock on it.
How does your car not have a clock?
Oh, yeah.
We were out there.
Well, one thing is for sure, we're definitely not in Brooklyn anymore.
You see that?
See what? Oh, man. What? I can't even see it in the camera. No one's gonna believe this shit. You know what we have to do?
Slender Man's in the road! Yeah! Do it!
Fuck her down.
Yeah! Huh?
Oh, wake up, sunshine. Ow.
Huh?
Jeff.
Huh. That's weird. So, let's actually kind of look at the description for that one, because I want to see if anything specific is said in that one. I like that video a lot. That's a great video. Like Evan going after Slenderman, being like, "I'm gonna fuck you up, asshole," and then them ramming him with their car. Like, that's quality. That's quality shit. No description on this one. So I don't think there's any necessarily explanation on this one. Let's look at the wiki really quick just to see if there's any trivia. Like Twitter post or something? I'm curious. Notes. Yeah. nothing to glean from that last bit just yet. However, I think in a Ustream, in a Ustream stream, is his name similar to a particular entity? Oh, do you mean Jeff the Killer? So Jeff the Killer actually isn't a thing, in... God, that would have been possible, though. Yeah, that totally would have been possible. No, his name's just Jeff. Like, actually, for real, so that everything is, like, a bit more believable, everybody in this series uses their actual name. So, Evan, Vinny, Jeff, like, that's their actual names. So, like, his name being Jeff is actually just a coincidence. And I actually don't think Jeff the Killer was, like, quite as popular at the time, as he is, like, now. I think he was, you know, he was on Creepypasta Wiki and stuff, but I think he was, at this time, he was still kind of mostly a 4chan thing. But yeah, you know what, I don't think it's something that they would super include. Yeah. But yeah. So I do want to say, in a stream that they did later, Evan mentions that he swung the bat at Slenderman, and he says that he swung at him and the bat slowed down like it was underwater, and then stopped moving completely when it was around an inch from Slenderman. So that kind of implies, as far as these boys are concerned, conventional weaponry seems to be off the table. Like, he is just not affected by, like, your average weapon. And from that video, we also got a set of coordinates right at the start. You know, which, you know how it be, you know how it do. Box number 3. I think I have the exterior for this one. Oh yeah, the box for this one isn't actually a box. The box for this one is a hollowed out book with some purple duct tape on it. Huh. That's now a super recurring thing. And apparently the owner, the person who, you know, is placing these boxes everywhere also has this purple duct tape. That's weird. So in the book are a series of notes. So I'm gonna have to read it from. Oh, I don't have that one on here. Okay, so that one says, there is no veiling your perception as anything more than an illusion. And the encrypted one was later decrypted by members of the audience, and it reads, "The good doctor is not so lucky as to be dead." Which is obviously referencing Dr. Corenthal, as we learned from that old lady, died a couple of years ago. But this note seems to be implying that he's not dead. There's also this. This is written on the back of another Everyman Hybrid business card. So weirdly enough, the person who's leaving these boxes also has access to a lot of their business cards. And it just reads, "Feed the habit." Yes, that is why when I put Lenny on the dead board, I didn't put the doc. Though, you know, well, we don't gotta necessarily. The doc is in a quantum state at the moment. We don't know if he's alive or dead, depending on when we perceive him. You know. So once again, recurring theme, recurring word, habits. We also have, you know, another one of these defaced photos. Nothing super extraordinary, you know, just another burned out photo. We've seen those a million times already. But now we finally have the first of what will be many Corinthal reports. So we're gonna read it. I think later there is one like pretty soon after. I don't know which photo is which. That's kind of the both. Oh wait, no, hold on. I think this is the wrong one. Yeah. That's the one from later. This is the one that we want to be looking at. I want to be accurate. I will rename it, actually. I'll rename both of these just so I can keep track of what's going on. Ah, shit. Ah, whatever. It's fine. So we have the photo of it here. Obviously, hard to read. So I will read from my transcript and my doc. All right. So this is it's signed by Dr. James Corinthal, I believe, from Fairmount Children's Hospital, something like that. Actually, let's make this a little bit bigger just so I can make that out really quick. Yeah. So. Wow, why did that... Wait, what? Why is that doing that? That's super weird. So yeah, Dr. Roberts, so this is addressed to Dr. Roberts, written by Dr. James Corinthal. Fairmount Children's Home is the specific name of the place. And this is written in 1971. So let's give it a read. Roberts, I am sure you are well aware of the current controversy that has come over our nursing staff. Of course, I am speaking of the conflicting accommodations regarding the two children, Vincent and Evan, from the mining town. Due to the departure of Dr. Stevens, I am urging you to reconsider the admission of the boy, Vincent. As you know, Stevens was a part of the post-traumatic sexual deviation concentration, and we are now lacking in such fields. I'll provide a brief reproduction of his admission transcript. And this next part is from the perspective of Vincent, the little boy that this document is referring to. No, sir, the Reverend was a very nice man. What's that? Oh, no, he never struck me or any of the others. He was very kind and would always share his stories and jokes with us, me in particular. He had this very small doggy, Badger, and he used to show us pictures after the Sunday services. Ah, Badger, I love puppies, you know, Doctor? Well, Reverend Green knew this, and can you believe that he wanted us to meet? Me and Badger. I was so happy. Reverend Green told my parents, and of course they said it was okay. I first met Badger on a Sunday afternoon. He was really, really cute, but he had this terrible-looking scar over one of his puppy eyes. Little cuts were all over his paws, and I felt bad for him. When I told the Reverend, he said not to worry. I'll take Badger to the veterinarian. We watched the puppy scurry around the small patio and yard for a while when the Reverend told me that he had a great game we could play. You know I love games, Doctor, so of course I was excited. He asked me if I had ever played Pirates. I was so happy, I began telling him about the stories about me and Captain Habit. He lit a small candle and told us that we were going to explore a hidden cove. I couldn't wait, Doctor. So this description of this like little story here, I believe, is a reference to the creepypasta Candle Cove, which was also very popular at the time. So popular that it actually got a like a TV adaptation in the show Channel Zero, which premiered on Sci-Fi, on the Sci-Fi Channel. Pretty good show. I would actually recommend it. It's quite good. However, that's an aside. The document continues. Do you know where it goes from there, Roberts? You can review the exact dates in his case file, but this continued for about another year. One evening, Vincent's parents had arrived to pick up their son from the Reverend's house. After knocking for a few minutes, they walked in, finding the door unlocked, and found Vincent playing with a crude foam toy pirate ship. The Reverend was found eviscerated in the other room, in his underwear. Vincent was calm, happy even. He sat there, horrifying his parents, playing with his toy. When they told him that they had to go, they had to call an ambulance. Vincent stopped smiling and stopped playing entirely. He said, Father, I would make sure it was okay with Man before we did that. He is very, very greedy. Apparently, the Reverend didn't know that Man doesn't share. we are dealing with much more than stress and trauma than we are currently outfitted for. Obviously, the investigation is continuing, but I do not believe that it is very wise at all to accept both patients from that town of Ash. The symbolism is almost too fitting. Okay. So, that's a weird document. Most notably, because it talks about two little boys named Vincent and Evan. Which, you know, are the names of two principal characters in our show, in our series, Everyman Hybrid. However, I would like to stress, as you can see at the top, this document is written in 1971. And this series takes place at what was, at the time, modern day, like 2010, 2011. So it can't possibly be the same boys. And so there was also reference to a habit in this document as well. So, like Jeff was mentioning to that old lady that knew Dr. Corenthal, there's something about a patient that Dr. Corenthal nicknamed Habit or went by Habits, you know. So that's also related to Dr. Corenthal. But that's another repeat of the name or word Habit. Which, you know what, we're going to say it's a name. Habit is a person's name. Or is a name, I should say. I do like the casual reference to Candle Cove here. I don't think it's too heavy-handed. I think it's actually quite good. Candle Cove is a creepypasta that I like quite a bit, so I like seeing references to it. I think it's a good creepypasta. I guess like the only other thing to glean from this document specifically is the Vincent that is referenced in the 1971 document suffered from a child predator, victim of a child sexual assault, which is unfortunate. That's about it. That's about all we can glean from the document. So in the meantime, after this document, or after this box is found, there's not really like any videos for a little bit. Aside from Alex, Jeff's brother, starts posting videos of his own. They're mostly kind of casual things. Like, there's a video where he pranks the boys with this kind of dummy that he makes to look like Slenderman at a distance. Because he fully doesn't believe the whole thing is actually happening to them. Because he knew about the show that they were doing. He thinks they're just really committed to the bit. So he thinks, like, you know, he thinks they're just trying to convince him that it's real for the sake of the show. So he'd pull some pranks on them. But there's also I think box 3 is from a different set of coordinates. And that the coordinates on the document are actually to something else. It's hard to keep track of what coordinates come from where. I'm kind of talking to myself at this point, so I'm getting frustrated with my note taking a little bit. I thought these notes were good, and now in the moment I'm like, oh fuck, these notes fucking suck. So yeah, I believe the coordinates on the note that was on the dead woman actually led to what is assumed to be her bag, which was left somewhere. I think somewhere close to where she died, or where they found the body. So in that bag is, not a whole lot. But it does contain a letter to her addressed from a man named William. I'm actually going to find that letter, so I don't have it in my notes here. Because it's not a super important letter, but I do want to read it. Oh yeah, it's, you know, it's very, very little. So it reads, Linny, I hope this letter reaches you before you reach that group. Someone sent me this letter. This worries me. Please contact me before you talk to them. The letter's attached. So what else was found in the bag was a second Corinthal report. We kind of got two of them back to back. In fact, I think actually the one that we read previously. Hold on. Did I show you the box before I should have shown you the box? No, I didn't. This is so confusing. I don't know why I'm confused. No, yeah, we found box 3. Yeah, box 3 was found. That's in my notes. Yeah. Okay, no, we're good. So they found a bag, and they found a new, Corinthal report. Pictured here. Once again, this one is dated 1971. Comes from the desk of, Dr. James Corinthal, Fairmount Children's Home, and it is, I believe, addressed once again to Dr. Roberts, his colleague. And this one reads, as our team has observed over the course of the last year, the condition of one of our youngest patients, Evan, has proven to be quite interesting. I pray that you recall the early stages of our unique treatment process involving the boy. The boy refused to respond to his given name and only reacted to the nickname his birth mother gave him, Habits. Though I've tried on many occasions, the actual source of his name is a story impossible to extract. The boy merely smiles and continues his activities whenever these queries arise. I commend your creativity regarding the suggestion for the boy to keep a picture diary. When it became known that a written journal was impossible due to standing orders of keeping any and every pointed writing implement away from his possession, Evan graciously accepted the Polaroid camera, and our staff and the patient's family were more than ecstatic to find a happy medium in the treatment spectrum. How can anyone forget the first 2 weeks of his stay when Nurse Redacted brought his lunch into his room and proceeded to be redacted a good 36 times until a security officer happened to walk past, noticing the young boy kneeling over the body of the new nurse, laughing and in a dazed state, covered in the gored bits of Redacted. In all my years of practice, I had never seen a utensil buried so deep into a human body. As troubling as that was, the staff observed a stark improvement over the next 4 months, culminating in the suggestion of his release, with medical probation. This completion of treatment was suggested 8 months ago, and I urge you to reconsider your agreement. As mentioned, Evan has truly shown improvement, but my dear colleague, he murdered an innocent caregiver. Obviously, we shouldn't press criminal matters and simply continue psychiatric remediation, but releasing this child into an unforgiving and free environment would only lead to a terrible, terrible relapse of his homicidal tendencies. Surely you remember the warren of rabbits found in the community yard that Evan had apparently used to recreate the scene of Christ's crucifixion. I cannot forget. I do want to mention here, rabbits, and habits. So we are once again hearkening back to the repeated phrase from Animal Collective's song, "Who could win a rabbit?" that is often featured in the Morse code videos, rabbit or habits. On a personal note, Dr. Roberts, I have become slightly conscious of my own mental and medical necessities. Sleep is becoming quite the delicacy in my life, and when I can find that unadulterated blink, all I hear is the same damned repeating verse. Rabbit or habits. Again, I pray you reconsider your confirmation of release. Sincerely, Dr. James Corinthal, MD. Alright. That is the second Corinthal report. How long have we been going? Let's do a double check on that. Wow, almost 3 hours, huh? Almost 4 hours. Fuck. Let's see. Can we get through? Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. Oh, howdy, boy. There sure is a lot of content left. But we got we gotta carry on because the last two parts are like a lot of video. Fuck. Yeah, no. Okay, we gotta... Okay. We'll get to the end of part 3. No, this is absolutely going to be... This is a multi-part series. I mean, there's part 1 in the title of the stream for a reason. Because I think it's gonna have to be like... God, I really hope it doesn't have to be 3 parts. I want it to be 2. 2 parts would be nice. I don't want to talk about Everyman Hybrid for 12 cumulative hours. All right. So after the documents, after all the geocache stuff, after kind of, you know, dealing with the aftermath of that woman's death, of finding her dead body, we have a video titled Centralia. And in case you don't know, Centralia is a town in Pennsylvania where the coal mine that ran underneath the town caught fire and is just like endlessly on fire. It is just forever on fire. It made the city completely uninhabitable. Large swaths of it have sunk underground. Smoke constantly rises up from the ground. It was actually the I was going to say it's the inspiration for the town of Silent Hill. It's not. It's actually the inspiration for the town of Silent Hill vis-a-vis the movies. It's not the inspiration for the actual town of Silent Hill in the games. A lot of people say that. That's just a thing from the movies. But yeah, let's watch this video. Actually, I'm gonna kind of adjust the shape of the video a little bit. This one is actually just silent for the first little bit. Don't worry.
I think we're here.
I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about this,
Looks like the road just kinda has
Charles,
some
considering you're like
That's what they all say.
Let's get out and check it out.
from the area.
Nice. Wall of death.
You
good? Sorry, safety first. I usually do.
And then teamwork.
Who just stops?
Oh, no, it doesn't. What do you mean?
This is such a cool visual. Like, obviously they've blocked off this road with like sand and dirt and whatever. And then there's just like this stretch of highway that you obviously can't drive on because it's like completely destroyed. And it's just like covered in graffiti. It's so cool. I want to go here actually. I know it's probably not like the safest place to be, but I want to go here. I think this would be cool.
I was telling Jeff, imagine if we had a motorcycle or something. We could
Like a dirt bike. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Jeff's sad. It's been like, I think months since Jessa disappeared at this point. God, this is so cool. This town did have people in it. Actually, it still has people in it. Most of the town was evacuated, but there are actually some people who are still living there who like refuse to move, which is a very American thing, I think, that when your fucking town is in danger of, you know, completely sinking into the earth and releases toxic fumes constantly, you just kind of don't move, stay in your home, even if the state is like, hey, we'll give you money if you leave so you can like start a new life somewhere else. Like, that's such a like beautifully, uniquely American thing to do. This is my home and I ain't moving. Yeah, the toxic fumes make them stronger, exactly.
See the smoke?
Yeah, you can see the smoke coming out of there.
Celery and sulfur.
Impossible to read, thanks.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I think this is what they're called. That thing was sending us to.
I don't know. I hope we just find something.
Jeff?
Here we go again.
What the fuck are you doing? Hey, slow down.
So...
Jeff, wait up.
I believe what is being cut in here is not from a day in the life. I think it's from a different video that I don't know where it is or which video it is specifically, but there's a video that, like, it's another one of these hidden videos, but it's not a Morse code video. That I think Jeff, in this clip specifically, the reason he's running is because he thinks he sees Jessa, and Vinny's trying to stop him because, like, Slender Man is, like, right there or something like that.
There he is.
Nice.
Hey.
You need to cut back on the cardio. You're starting to leave us in the dust, man.
Yeah, dude.
Fitness YouTubers.
Health experts.
Hey, you're alright?
What's that? What is that?
So the pendant that Jeff is holding here, if we go back a little bit, it's like a hand with an eye on it, which is, hold on. With an eye symbol. So I believe that is the hand of Fatima, which I think is a, it's, you know, it's like a protective talisman, that kind of thing. He gave that to Jessa during a, like a Ustream live stream. So it being here, not super great, not the greatest, coolest vibes ever.
Send us out here. Another fucking puzzle.
And then we have clips of, you know, them together.
Cartier.
We're getting that girl and we're stopping this.
Can you see the words, girl? She is
what I'm talking about.
insane. She is insane.
Okay, man. How different is she from us right now?
Well, you listen to me right now. We're killing it.
Yeah!
I don't know how we're gonna
Huh.
kill it, but we're gonna fucking kill
Huh. Interesting clips cut in there. So yeah, so basically, at this point, they kind of generally consider Jessa gone. Like, Jessa's toast. Jessa's dead. Otherwise, why would that pendant be there? And what Jeff kind of resolves at the end of that, I guess, is they have to rescue Damsel, like, get her out of the hospital. Because, like, clearly shit relating to Jessa's disappearance is still happening, even with Damsel in the hospital. And I think there was a point, there was a tweet that was signed with Jeff's initial, where it's like, well, it happened, but I don't, like, feel any better. So, like, it kind of goes to show that Jeff pinned things on Damsel just to, like, as an escape, as a way to, like, kind of make himself feel better. But after it happened, he's kind of just like, well, fuck, I don't actually feel better. That didn't actually help the situation at all. And we're no closer to finding Jessa at all. So now he's kind of like, fuck, I fucked up. Like, we got to do something about this. So we have, after this, another Corinthal report to read. I believe this one was literally just mailed to a member of the Unfiction forum. I believe at some point in the fitness era, they had a video where they were like, "Hey, we're doing a contest," and you know, it was like, give them your address, so you can enter this contest, and we can give you like a little prize. But little did people know that these addresses that they collected from audience members would be used to send them clues and stuff for the actual Unfiction element of this series, which is very good. I think that's very fun. Good way of handling things in a kind of stealthy sort of way. So the third Corenthal report. I don't think we have a picture of this one. Do we? No, we don't. So we will just read it. Actually, I will put up one of the old ones as visual aid. You know, just for the atmosphere. Let's put the TV away for a second. There, we'll pull that one up. That's not the one that we're reading, but you know how it be. Okay, let's go. The last child from the mining town 4 has finally succumbed. I absolutely failed these children as a doctor and as their protector. My old partner, Roberts, has been trying to reassure me of myself, of the nature of my job. He tries to reason that it is out of my control. I chose the cases that generally stood no chance to begin with, and that I must not take it out on myself when failure inevitably arrives. My other current patient, a girl from the horrible New York attacks, she's on emotional support, life support as well, at present. We were a family. Evan, Vincent, Jeffrey, redacted, and now Linny's in danger. More so than ever. No child deserves this. Linny, she's different from the others. Her personal demon is much more feral in comparison to the others. You cannot understand how terribly useless I feel. I was their only hope. The other professionals insisted that they were criminals of their own thought. Homicidal children, not these angels. I was the only one who was willing to hear their pleas, and I let them down. They were my own children, simply not biologically. I refuse to let my remaining daughter become another Tally. I cannot explain the creatures behind my children's misery, but I have a few theories. Maybe I'll peruse little Evan's picture diary, but the good Lord knows that I can barely bring myself to catch a glimpse of his camera, which never fit comfortably in his meat cans. I'm going to take Linny east. We cannot stay in Ohio any longer. We'll find others who know. She'll live a good life without me. She'll grow up, she'll forget me, the others. It's for the best. I'd better get to those photographs. Jeffrey also wrote me a series of short stories. Vincent and Dearest Redacted were more so visual young artists. I must retrieve my old trunk with their treasures in it. Alright. So, this is another 1970s document from Dr. Corenthal. So I'm just gonna come out. We're just gonna come out with it, and we're gonna pull out the corkboard really quick, and we are going to add the Mining Town 4 to the corkboard. All right. So we have Vincent. We have Evan. We have Jeffrey. And there is a fourth name on that document that is redacted that we will just put in here as... Huh? And we will also mark Dr. James Corenthal. Oh, why did that look like that? We will link Dr. James Corenthal. Oh, and Linny. There. We'll do that. All right. So we have the Mining Town 4 officially named as like a specific group of children that were from somewhere, a mining town, which, hey, I'm just gonna say it outright. It's Centralia. They were from Centralia. All right. All right. So is this like pulling a Lost? Are they trapped in purgatory? Who knows? We'll find out. All right, let's put that away. What do we have now? Oh, we have another Morse code video. Hello. I think this one is like kind of insubstantial for the most part. But we'll do it. Oh, wow. Why is that one like completely misaligned? Hold on. I need to fix that. Oh, is it because I accidentally moved the entire group? Maybe, yeah. All right.
Do we really go on with this?
Wait. Oh, I'm playing the wrong video. Evan. That's also Evan.
Catch recording.
Find what?
What do you guys find?
And then,
Oh, nice.
We'll move this over to the side.
yeah, let's just hold it up. We're gonna close it in a minute.
That's Damsel.
Ugh. Yeah, how many things do you think like died down there?
Got those edgy shots.
I'm doing this. I want to. But I don't like this.
Let's go.
How is it? Alex?
You're right. You're right, Needle. That's a great call. All right. So after that video, I don't know if there's like anything necessarily to take from that we don't learn in the immediate next video, which is unfortunately kind of a recurring trend in a lot of Unfiction projects. We're like, oh, there's a creepy, spooky, cryptic video, and then it's completely unnecessary, and any information you could glean from it is just in the next video. That's something. Ugh. So if we ever do a Marble Hornets one of these, I'm going to be resoundingly less positive about it as I am with this. Because honestly, I don't think Marble Hornets is very good or executed well. I think there's a lot of good in Marble Hornets, and I appreciate it a lot for kind of kickstarting like the new golden age of like Unfiction. But like Marble Hornets on its own at face value, I don't think is good. Which is unfortunate, because it is the one that I was actually obsessed with as a teenager. I actually missed EverymanHYBRID while it was happening, which is sad. Big sad. All right, so let's watch this next video labeled Alex. Needle, we'll get into why I don't think Marble Hornets is very good when I eventually do that video, because I gotta, because like it's so pivotal to like all of this stuff.
Hey there, hybrids.
God, that one's misaligned too. I didn't move the entire group.
I got a very strange thing in the mail today. It was one of those memory card.
Is that good? Yeah.
Memory sticks. I don't know what you call them.
Flash drive.
But my sister,
you don't know what it is yet?
Plugged it into her computer, and it had some files on it. And one of the files was footage from inside of Jeff's house. It was like security camera style, you know what I mean? And I don't know who could have done that, because I don't think they have security footage in their house, like security cameras, but whatever. Either way, it showed some disturbing shit. And
so we're gonna have to do a pause on this one at some point
and see what the hell this is all about. But yeah, just take a look.
So here's the footage. Evan does not know what computers are at all. So this is Alex. who is rushing to the bathroom. He looked like he had bandages on his arms. And yeah, he looks like he's wounded.
Alright.
I guess we didn't have to pause on that.
Jeff's house.
Easy to explain while it's happening.
What's going on? Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Hey, man.
Hey. Let me see it.
What?
Let me see it.
So I think that voice in the background is Jeff kind of shouting like who's at the door. At this point Jeff is like terminally depressed because, you know, they've kind of just accepted that Jessa is dead.
Don't want the parents to hear this.
I can understand that.
Okay, I do want to point out. So, you know, like how we were talking earlier about that Rick Tick Tick goes the man in the woods thing on the first box. Keep that in your brain. Keep that in the back of your brain so you remember it. I want you to also keep in the back of your brain the number of times that people have referred to talking with Alex and Jeff's parents. Vinny mentioned it in the video where they talked about Jeff going missing. There's been multiple other instances of this. Just now, Alex mentioned that he didn't want his parents to hear what's been going on. All right? Just tuck that away. Put that in your pocket. Save it for later. It's a little treat. It's a secret tool that'll help us later.
Go.
Nope.
All right.
We haven't seen parents for anyone, doll.
I
Yeah.
can tell you that me, your brother, Vinny, we've been attacked by something as well. Not that bad, although it fucked me up pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you that if you're experiencing the same kind of things, I mean, we understand.
No, it's nothing like Slender Man. It's that.
So that's the dummy he made to prank them. Get pranked, idiots.
Has these terrible black eyes, scars, crawls like some type of animal. I don't. Just
Crawls like some type of animal. Is it bald looking?
no hair.
No hair, gotcha.
So bald looking.
No, your brother, Vinny, they saw something when we went up to an abandoned school. Right after they found a dead body.
Yeah.
Kind of
I saw
matches that
that video.
description.
It was it.
That was it? Okay, well then. We got
So-
ourselves a problem because that thing is dangerous.
Alex is haunted by the rake.
Tell me, does your brother know about this?
No, I didn't tell him.
He doesn't notice that you're bleeding from the arm half the
I
time?
hide it.
God damn it.
If he found out that something was fucking with me, he would lose it. I don't know what he would do.
We're gonna have a talk. Alright, where's your brother? What's he, sleeping?
Probably.
Oh, let's open up the door.
Yeah. Evan's here.
Hey!
He's so depressed. He's so sad, boy.
Hey, listen, I'm not sure if you've noticed, because you've been such a sad panda lately, but your thing is messed up, man. He's been cut by something.
I've been such a
Something
jackass.
sneaking into his room and slicing his fucking arms and shit.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't even notice, did you?
You didn't tell me anything. You had other things to think about.
Well, listen.
Who's doing this? No, let's stop this. What's going on?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a thing that we found in the school.
Lambertville?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't
know.
Where is it? How does it get into your room? The closet. The closet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you had all that shit in front of the closet?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Well, did you ever think to look in there?
I don't think it's.
I know you guys are.
Hey, sad man, you're sad because your girlfriend died, huh? Oh, you're so sad.
All right, hold on. Settle down. Grab the camera.
Wait a minute.
Whatever it is, it has to still be in here. That door didn't open, nor did it close.
Alex,
Huh.
how long has this been going on, man?
Weeks.
How do you know that, Evan?
Do we have to drive you? You want me to drive you to the hospital or something?
Huh. Why is Vinny's phone in the closet?
The crawl space in there, don't you?
I gotta say, I asked that question because I don't know, and I don't think it's ever explained. Like, ever. I don't know why Vinny's phone is in Alex's closet. That we know the rake is coming from. Like, I don't know.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, I mean, Evan grabs weapons in any situation.
I don't see anything. Yeah, it should be. Holy shit!
Are you okay?
Yes.
I'm just fucking with you. Here you go. There's nothing in there, but listen. Just to be safe, let's definitely get some stuff in front of it. Like maybe close the closet.
That's the sound.
Alright, well, I should hold it at least for a very short while.
Did you get everything from there?
My bat
For that?
and my camera.
It's okay, I'll get you for
Great.
that.
We'll check back in a couple days.
Yeah, that's actually a
Can you
scary
stay in
sound.
my room for however long. I mean, I'm not going back in there for a little bit.
There's one bed.
Think
You
of
boys are
something.
gonna get real cozy.
I'll sleep on the floor.
I say as I'm on my knees.
What do you guys think about Benny?
I'll give him a call.
should
I
definitely
haven't
check on
talked to him today. Wait.
You're gonna what?
Call.
Oh no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good idea.
Your phone's ringing.
Ah, that's such a good moment. Oh, I love that. That's such good shit. That gets me every time. Like, oh yeah, we found Vinny's phone. I'll call Vinny to let him know we found his phone. Oh yeah, you're gonna call him, huh? So good. Alright. I believe that is the end of part 3. So part 3 was called, I think it's probably obvious, The Land of Ash and Waste. Because it's primarily about how they're looking for the Land of Ash and Waste, which they discovered was Centralia, Pennsylvania. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it there. Fuck. I was really hoping we could get through this next part, but like I'm looking at how many pages are dedicated just to this next part. It's like 4 or 5. So yeah, we're not doing that today. All right, hold on. Let's go to. I gotta add myself to here. Hold on. So we will continue this. I feel like I could probably do another one pretty soon. Probably next week. Not on a Thursday though, because I'm gonna be have Monster of the Week on the Thursday. But hold on. I gotta get rid of that too. There we go. So let's go over here. Hello. Wow, this is very loud compared to everything we've been watching from me. Alright, yeah, so that's the end of the first episode of Unfiction Infodump. It was kind of sloppy, kind of messy. It was my first time. But I guess this is kind of why people tend to do these as edited videos and not as live streams. People generally don't do these live explorations like this. I think Nightmind started doing them, and you can tell that they're distinctly a little bit more awkward and messy. I'm glad it was fun though. I'm glad you all liked it. I'm glad everybody had a good time. I had a good time. I'm really proud of like all the stuff I managed to do production wise. You know, all the sliding assets, turning lights off, having the fade-ins of images and stuff. I love when things are a little bit more loosey-goosey, yeah. It's good shit. So, yeah, we'll probably do another one of these pretty soon. Probably next week at some point. You know what? I am going to tell you the name of the next part to kind of build up some hype. Because, like, this isn't going to tell you much. The name of the next part is The 7 Trials of Habit. And we'll leave that at that. So, yeah. I hope you all had a good time. I had a good time. It was fun. It was fun to literally just, as the name of the show entails, infodump for over 4 hours. It's good shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Charles, you saw the fucking setup I've got going on here. It's kangaroo court over here. It's ridiculous the way everything looks, how everything's set up. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort. This is not just gonna be my default way of having OBS set up now, though. It's really good. I like it. Yeah. All right. So tomorrow, that's the exact moment we stop paying attention to Everyman Hybrid. That's fair. Yeah, it is a lot to pay attention to. It's unfortunate, though, because, like, the stuff that probably made you fall off isn't actually that important to the story, and is more or less kind of ignorable. But we'll get there. We'll talk about that later. All right. So, what do I actually have going on tomorrow? Okami. Hopefully we will actually do Okami tomorrow. I'm feeling, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. I think we will do Okami tomorrow. That'll be fun. I think that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Yeah, I will announce on Twitter and in the Discord when I plan on doing another one of these. Not Monster Hunter. We got Dwarf Fortress. Or not Dwarf Fortress. Fucking Deep Rock Galactic on Saturday. Because the new season started. Yeah. So I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow for some Okami. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. And as always, a good sleep.